meet your starting goaltenders. We've dubbed her the Green Monster. Can Erin Frankel be the wall Boston needs here tonight? She's 1 year older and 1 year wiser. She has already seen 212 saves so far here in the playoffs. She's from Briarcliff Manor, New York. And at the other end, undefeated here in the finals from Lakewood, Colorado, Nicole Hensley. She won her first ever championship with the United States national team under head coach Ken Klee. Can she win one here with PWHL Minnesota? Well, Billie Jean King once said, pressure is a privilege, and Minnesota finds themselves with a chance to make history.
Her words are so poignant, and everyone erupts when she speaks.
Chasing the championship for Minnesota. All they need is one win to be the first team to hoist the Walter Cup. But will Boston rise to the occasion like we've seen them done before and carve out a win to keep chasing the championship? A great night here. Memorial Day weekend. A filled crowd looking to cheer on their team. We heard the "We Want the Cup" chants just the other night in Game 3.
Well, in Boston, if they want to stay alive, Courtney Kessel spoke to us about breaking that trap through the neutral zone, looking to hinge the weak side of the ice, also not playing player-on-player defense as well. She feels like playing in layers will give them an opportunity to separate and get out of their own zone.
It was a 4-1 win for Minnesota in Game 3. Heavy hit early to start off this game. Michaela Cava, who's been a difference maker here, will head on. She's already got 3 goals, 3 assists. Her and Taylor Heisey, quite the dynamic duo, very much in the running to be the Alana Kloss playoff MVP. Heisey and Cava making magic as Heisey takes it in deep. Here comes Kendall Coyne-Schofield, the captain for Minnesota. An early shot. Franco will make the stop.
Well, I love the way that Kendall Coyne-Schofield jumps and attacks that dot.
Trying another chance. Shepard's in control to the backhand, and great defense to Tass to keep this puck out. Minnesota not done yet. Another shot in front. Keller will play it ahead. Minnesota getting their chances here early. The depth with Shepard speaking in the first period.
Well, and Minnesota does a great job of being above the puck, and so they're able to turn it over. We saw it all last game, and Kendall Coyne-Schofield, the captain of this team, wants to be the one to drive and dictate play, and that is exactly what she does. You see activating hits, see Megan Keller taking away the neutral zone, and of course Kendall Coyne-Schofield gets going the other way, driving the dot to get a good shot on net.
Trying to get through that neutral zone. Top of mind for Boston. Minnesota taking the brunt. Physicality here early on. Bracco now looking to be a back-to-back champion, winning it last year. The Isabel Cup with the Toronto 6. And she'll look to do it again as she chips it in deep into the zone. Jess Healy, who's got a goal here in this playoff run, looks to move this puck ahead for Boston. Spins around, trying to keep this puck in the zone. Marvin moves it ahead. Amanda Pelkey on the outside. Back for Marvin, a chance. She'll shoot, and Hensley will make the stop.
But Boston had a difficult time getting into the offensive zone last game. You can see through that neutral ice, being in layers. You can see along the ice there, along that far blue line. Pelkey's just stalling, drawing her player to her to open up the middle of the ice. Gigi Marvin coming through that middle. You heard Alexis talk about her and her minutes. She's a seasoned veteran, and she comes to play.
Off the face-off to the left of Hensley. Roundtree trying to pull this puck out. Getting some room now. Chazal to the point. Waiting for a better look. DiGirolamo will feed it deep into the zone. Just DiGirolamo's elevated her game here in the playoffs. And this is Saga Negative on a 2-year deal here with Boston. They're going to keep their playoff dreams alive. A must-win for Boston. Minnesota a chance to make history. Crockett moves it ahead, looking for DiGirolamo along the blue line. Grace Winkle chasing after it, picking up her first goal in the playoffs. Short-handed marker just the other night.
And you see that Tapney was really high, so working in that offensive set, almost 3 high, being able to pop it back out to the flank, which are defenders for Boston to do that. And that also puts them in good position above the puck. When Minnesota gets going the other way, you know they have a ton of speed and finesse.
Third from head coach Ken Klee. One game at a time, one shift at a time. That has been Minnesota's mentality. And they will look to use that here tonight. One game, 60 minutes. That's all they need. One win to make history. Boston trying to chip this puck out. Hannah Brandt looking for Hillary Knight on the half board. Still looking for them to heat up here in the final round. But if there's one thing we know about Hillary Knight, when it's all on the line, she comes to play. We've seen her do that the final regular season game, a must-win against Montreal. Came out with a huge win May 4th that night. Found a way. A sweep against Montreal, but very much felt like a marathon. Overtime's needed in every single game to be here playing in the final round. They'll look to apply that experience here in this final game. Cunnin chasing after it now in the half boards. Spinning back, Sophia Cunnin. Minnesota native herself, picked up in the 10th round of the inaugural draft.
You're seeing two controlled breakouts by Minnesota and Boston pulling back, making sure that they're in a set to be able to take away that neutral ice, something that they wanted to put in Minnesota's court.
Have to find a way to score goals here, Boston. Ina Mueller, the lone goal in game number 3. Final second in that period. First time Minnesota allowed a goal against in the playoff run here at home. As this battle continues to the left of Hensley, and the step line right in the middle. The George looking up ice, trying to fight off pressure, taken down in the process, feeding it ahead for Sova. Chips it one further, but Sydney Moore will pick it up. Trying for a reverse pass to Tapany. It's been a playoff hero for Boston. Got 3 goals so far, 2 overtime winners. Can she make a difference here tonight? Jake's now moving ahead. Fracken can keep it in the zone for Boston. She'll chip it deep into the zone. Rattray landing a body early, gives room for Hillary Knight. She'll pick up the puck. Knight weighing her options. She'll hold on, tries to chip it deep into the zone. Chandler gets pushed off by Hannah Brandt. She steps in for help.
Well, you'll notice that Jamie Lee Rattray is back on that second line, and the reason why is she can get to those pucks below the goal line where she can work her magic. And where do you want to get that puck? You want to get it out front to the likes of Hillary Knight, right in her wheelhouse, so that she can get her stick on that puck. That's where she does her finest work.
Harvin feeding it ahead. Keller picking up speed. Wenskowski feeding it deep into the zone. Coming off landing 3 hits in game number 3 for Wenskowski, tied with Keller for most. We already talked about it. Boston bringing that physical nature. Wasn't really there in game 3. Now a chance for Minnesota with speed on the far side, looking for an option. Fleming driving the net, and an early shot from the outside. Broad coming off a great game. Her first playoff goal.
Well, that's a tough one for Brown as well, because she comes onto the ice making Keller changes, and so she's got a huge gap. Broad's got some speed. It's a tough one-on-one for Brown to play.
Sydney Broad from North Oaks, Minnesota. First ever goal of the PWHL, a big moment for her back in game 3 right after Heisey's goal. Put Minnesota up on a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, she has a world championship underneath her belt as well. So someone who knows how to deliver. Played with the Whitecaps a year ago. She's played in the SDHL again, but you can see Brown getting her feet moving, Ryan, using her stick to push to the outside. So she does a nice job considering that she had some gap to make up.
Morin lets a shot go. Hensley plays it to the half boards. DiGirolamo keeps this in the end.
And for defenders out there watching, I mean, you want your first step to be to the middle of the ice so you can use your stick to push to the outside like Brown did.
Lauren Gable to the point. DiGirolamo's shot gets blocked into loose ice, so DiGirolamo will head back for it. But you see Lauren Gable now getting increased ice time here in the first period. Minutes have been lower than expected since activating into the playoffs here. Now she has a chance all alone on the far side. Here comes Gable from Kitchener, Ontario. A shot lands. Hensley will hold, and a great chance for Boston in the first period.
I think that this team may have been a little bit tired with the time on ice and certainly banged up a little bit after that first tough series against Montreal, but that decreasing physicality certainly tells a story.
You just get this sense that the tank a little low on gas right now for Boston, but we know that they can find a way when it's all on the line. And they'll need to dig deep here tonight against Minnesota.
And Shavzal with the great job coming in on that forecheck.
Zumwinkle out wide for Minnesota, drops the shoulder, can't get by Keller, steering her straight to the corner, gets Tapany, a direct pass to Mueller, drops it back for Tapany, and Boston's out. Clean breakout, now Tapany at center. Taking a look on the far side, Morin drives center, Tapany with a no-look pass, Hensley, a challenging save. Mueller even getting an extra piece of it. A great group and beautiful drive here for Boston in the first period. Steckline gets a red light, feeds it in deep to the far side. Cava looks to be first on it. Weighing her options, she'll feed it to the point. Channel looking for a tip in front, Tapany plays it down. Cava looking for a passing option. Morin takes a look up ice, Rattray calls for it. Great job by Coyne Schofield, who chases after it. Here comes Rattray, one-on-one. Rattray shot, redirected off the skate of Jakes. Boston heating up here in the first period. Hillary Knight now pushed up against the boards. Coming in this game with 23 shots on net for Knight, leading the way. Brown tried to feed Knight in the slot. Rattray will skate after it, looking for Hannah Brand deep in the zone.
Well, you're seeing a much different Boston team right now, and it's starting right from their own zone because they're defending in layers. They can scoop up that puck and get an exit. And if you look at the underlying defensive metrics in game number 3, Minnesota was far ahead.
Minnesota has outshot Boston in every single game so far. Conan drops it back for Point Schofield, takes a look, an outside shot. And Schofield been shooting the puck as well consistently this year. Looking for a centering pass, turnover chance now. Minnesota. Sheppers to the outside, waiting for Liz Sheppers in the slot, and a great back check by Sophie Shirley. And now Boston's headed the other way. Lauren Gable out wide as Ajiga driving the net. Gable drops it back. A shot here, just high.
Well, that's just a quick transition off of a turnover. You get going the other way. You know that Minnesota's in behind you, and you got an odd player rush. But because you're defending in layers, you got an open lane to be able to shoot that puck.
Boston on the attack again, getting their chances. Megan Keller will drop back. Keller, a veteran herself, looking to keep this championship going on the outside, trying to stay onside. Cuts in front. Keller still in control. She'll drag a wrist shot here off the skate of Fleming. Now Minnesota on the regroup. Fleming looking for a chip ahead. Gives some time as Brock jumps back in a supporting position. Board battle here. Boston now shooting Minnesota just by 1 in the opening frame of Game 4, the PWHL Finals. Chance to hoist. The Walter Cup is on the line for Minnesota. 60 minutes, 1 win. That's all they need. Jakes to soft space, taking a look. She'll go for it. Quick skate, looking ahead. Fleming was driving.
Well, that's great position by Morin as well. Just adjusting back between the dots, and I always call it dot awareness. Make sure you're inside them, and if you're out, your defense partner's likely inside.
Minnesota undefeated at home in the playoffs, looking to keep the streak going.
Feel the energy in this building. It is absolutely amazing, Kens.
Loud and proud inside Xcel Energy Center, cheering their team on. Stoppage of play, so we'll get a whistle here.
Kenny, you talked about winning each shift and winning each period. How would you assess that so far?
It's been back and forth. I don't think we've been winning enough puck battles, but we're going to fix that. We're going to get back on our game and hopefully get going.
The energy in here is great tonight. What can you say about the crowd?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, it's so amazing to have this opportunity for these young ladies. It's for the league, everything. It's great.
Thank you, Coach.
You bet.
This is an incredible crowd here. Moments ago, Cheryl, we saw a proposal.
And a kiss cam.
And a kiss cam. Gracie engaged too with the help of her friends. And a special moment inside Xcel Energy Center. We saw a proposal not long ago in the Boston Songa Center. Gabby and Nicole getting engaged to the PWHL. Oh, lots of love.
There's no love lost between these two teams, I'll tell you that. You're starting to see the physical nature of the game elevate. It's all on the line here for Boston.
Looking for a call here. Minnesota will press hard. A high shot, empty net, and just wide. Heisey almost tucked it home, back door. Point Schofield push off the puck. Her and Hillary Knight. Two legends of the game, toe-to-toe in this board battle. Knight pitting Point Schofield up against the boards. And the whistle will go, and Cava has something to say about it.
Well, Cava's going to have a conversation with the official, wondering why Heisey is going to the box, because she was having her way. Gladstock as well, so they are both going to go for roughing.
Minnesota, 2 minutes roughing.
And this is going to be an unbelievable play by Cava. Just look at that stick in separation, drawing everyone in, getting that puck high, draws in, dishes high, and opens up that high ice for Sophie Jakes. Erin Frankel swimming, trying to find that puck. Now all of a sudden, the sustained pressure causes a little bit of a battle. You got battles down low, you got battles up high outside the screen, you got Babcock and Heisey going at it, you got Brown and Cava. They're playing for the Walter Cup.
Playoff hockey, maybe, right here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Michaela Cava on a 1-year deal here with Minnesota, very much playing her way into another contract. She has been outstanding with Minnesota.
And some 4-on-4 action, so you can expect that someone like Megan Keller will activate. Expect Sophie Jakes on the other end to also jump in with all of that ice available.
So some 4-on-4 hockey here under 2 minutes. Picking up speed. Kelly Panic taking a look. Can't still waste the Walter Cup in her home state, moving it ahead. Now deep in the zone. Steckline trying to move it ahead. Bookminer will chase after it. Zumwinkle looks to be first on it. Alina Mueller not far behind. Steckline picking it up on the near boards. The 3-time Olympian stopping up in behind Hensley. Hillary Knight with a watchful eye. Steckline pushing it ahead to the outside, cutting in. Minnesota using the open ice. Now with some room on the backhand, looking for an option, and a quick shot again by Cava. Jakes now settling it along the blue line, drops it back for Cava. Halfway point here, 4-on-4 hockey. We're gonna go for a skate, dropping it back, and a long shot from the blue line off the backboards. Frankel gets to it quickly and pushes it further to the corner.
Got some good motion there by Minnesota in the offensive zone. You want to have switches because you can really disrupt coverage when you get moving up high. A little bit of a scissor cycle, so forwards coming towards the defenders, switching up high, and that is so difficult to communicate and hold your players.
40 seconds to go here on this 4-on-4. Your referees here tonight, Jared Cummins, Jake Hannigan, as well as long shot here. Quick blocker save by Frankel. Letting that glove go. Under 7 to go in the first period. Krasova takes a look on the outside, drops the shoulder. Disa Krasova looking for a wraparound play. She'll drop it back. Minnesota starting the cycle. Sent back in the zone. Krasova weighing her options. 2 goals so far in the playoffs. Feeds it back to the point. Flaherty walking in on the backhand. Lets it go. And again, the glove shines for Erin Frankel.
Well, and that sustained pressure. You can see that Boston is using their sticks to keep everyone on the outside, but it is the switches, and you can see how high you come up with the puck above the blue line. Now all of a sudden you've opened up that low ice. Now you can pop down through the middle of the ice looking for that puck, and Minnesota does a nice job to try and open up the dot angle to put shots through to the net. But again, you're going to have to take away the eyes of these goaltenders if you want to find a way to put it in the 4x6.
Face off to the left of Frankel. Run back by Boston. Keller, a quick shoulder check. She gains control. Final seconds here. Out comes Babstock and Heisey, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Babstock sitting straight to the bench as her 10th game here with Boston. Alina Mueller in control, drops it back for Tapney, who's picking up speed. Susanna Tapney through center, tries to get the shot off. Steckline punches it ahead, but Keller not done yet, in full control. Megan Keller feeds it to the far side. Emily Brown lets the shot go, but it'll be blocked by Cava. Now Tapney alone in the corner, and Mueller trying to get net front. Tapney fights off pressure. Now Shavzo, a quick shot, just wide. Lisa Thompson's also been a difference maker here for Boston. Scored the first ever goal. That was against Minnesota on the 3rd of January. Shavzo, another shot here. Mueller trying to find the rebound.
Well, that all starts because of the positioning of Alina Mueller at the blue line. You're able to turn the puck over, again, being in good position above it. Ken Klee talked about his team in that situation, and they changed their mindset about that being above the puck in that first game against Toronto.
On the outside, Zumwinkle drops a shoulder, and a great stick by Frankel. Minnesota now still in control channel, draws it back, a wrist shot here, just wide. Gable pounding the puck, she'll pick it up, looking for a centering pass, so Shirley collides at center. Panic calls for it. Now at center all alone. Kelly Panic waits for help, drops it back. Minnesota on the backhand shot, and a toe save by Frankel. Sophia Cunnin continuing to elevate her game now deep in the zone for Minnesota. The PWHL last year with Team Harvey alongside Steckline, Channel, and DeGeorge. Now 2-on-1 for Boston. Pelkey far side looking for Gable. Under 5 to go here in the first period. It's been a game of runs at either end for both Minnesota and Boston as we await her first goal of the game.
That's a great play by Jakes, sliding on that 2-on-1, making sure that that pass can go across, and also going to force a shot high on Hensley if Pelkey elects to shoot that puck. In her defensive game, I've been very impressed. You know that she can manipulate the blue line and generate offense, but she's been solid on the back. Now both fighting for the Walter Cup.
Minnesota 1 win away. And Gia on the back check. Started her season with Ottawa, now with Boston. Sophie Shirley on the outside. Draws it in for the wrist shot. Gets stopped by Flaherty. And a great body positioning paying off for Maggie Flaherty from Lakeville, Minnesota. The team's first playoff goal back in Game 3 against Toronto. Reverse sweep to be here and play in the finals. Susanna Tapani chasing after the puck, looking for a pass at center. Jumps down. Fracken trying to keep it play.
And this is a much different Boston team, isn't it? In Game 4 versus Game 3, where they only had 3 minutes and 30 seconds possession time overall in the offensive zone on the game.
Playing with urgency and getting creative, Boston trying to find an answer. Mueller, one-time Fracken lets that slap shot go. Nicole Hensley tested here in the first period. Fracken will send it in deep, gives Boston a chance to go for a quick change.
You know, Fracken's one of those athletes who will also not only throw the puck to the net, but she will also use her body. 9 hits in the opening series against Montreal for Minnesota.
Scored one of the biggest goals in Boston's history, that late game winner against Montreal in the final regular season game, minute 20 seconds left. Brown trying to move it ahead, looking for Hillary Knight on the half boards. Krasova keeping an eye on Brown here as the board battle continues. New Brown taking a look, finds Ratrick. Quick pass to center, won't be enough. Krasova reads the play.
When you turn over pucks, because Krasova's in a good spot, much like Cava was earlier, you're able to jump down on pucks, and a lot of the time that is what creates turnovers, and that's the discipline of this Minnesota team as they race to position. So if they're below the goal line, they will jump back. And you can see above the puck, there is Grace Zumwinkle, and again, it's going to move. So now she's going to move down, and guess who's going to pull high? You can see it right there. Now all of a sudden you can close on it. And doing a great job is Krasova and the whole line really knowing exactly where to be on the ice to be able to close on their opponent quickly and turn the puck over.
Minnesota has scored the opening goal in every single game here in the PWHL finals. Can they keep the streak going? Boston only opened the scoring once against Montreal. Keller pulls it back. She'll take a look. Feeds it far side. Fracken chasing after it. Budarak trying to push it ahead. She'll chase after it. Minnesota looking outnumber Boston. On the battle is now Stefan drops back to support pass. Now with some speed. Shoots it out wide. A long shot here, just high. Sophia Cunnin lets the wrist shot go. Sophie Shirley waiting for help, and Gia feeds it back for Keller. Now Boston stuck deep in their own zone. Under a minute and a half to go here in the first period. Boston came to play here tonight. Channel taking a look for Minnesota. Finds Kendall Coyne-Schofield, tries to feather it ahead, and she does. Esterhazy drops, and a great poke check by Erin Frankel.
Well, that's just a fantastic play by Kendall Coyne-Schofield.
A wrestling match in the corner. DiGirolamo right in the thick of it. Ref cam shot here to see all the action in the corners. Izzy trying to get to her feet.
Well, DiGirolamo is a tough competitor, and she's going against one of the best and been so dynamic. And this is just going to be a quick transition. And look at this play, a little 2-on-1, but it's the way that Izzy comes towards Kendall Coyne-Schofield, and she's looking to drive the net. And because she's got the ice and she's shielding, you can see DiGirolamo just wrapping around and taking her down below the goal line. Izzy gets the worst for wear there, but no call on the play. And the fans, whoa, making some sounds here in this building.
Jared Cummins, Aaron John Hennigan, Antoine Bourgeois, and Laura Gudassis. Your line people here tonight for Game 4. They've been busy. A physical game here in period number 1 as we enter the final minute. More pushing and pulling here in front of Boston's bench, but also deep in the corner. Gets caught a minute here in period at number 1. Boston trying to disrupt her momentum. Zumwinkle goes offside here. An exciting first period. As we know, Canadian Tire, a proud founding partner of the PWHL, Canadian Tire Canada store, here to make life in Canada better. Great to see Grace Zumwinkle get on the board here in the playoffs. Short-handed marker. She's been the special teams specialist for Minnesota. That's her third short-handed goal on the year. Very Knight out wide for Boston. Final seconds of the first period. Knight, they're going to make something happen. Feeds it far side for Brandt. Chips it down low for Knight. Now far side, giving room for Zumwinkle. She'll take a look up ice. Krasova trying to stretch the play. Great feed, panic, final seconds here of the first period. Out wide for Minnesota, cuts in, and her shot gets blocked. Rebound chance for Krasova. Frankel, how did she do that? Frankel does it again. A scramble in front of her crease, but she stands tall, keeping Minnesota out as the first period winds down. We've unlocked playoff hockey.
All right, Reagan Subban is standing by with the player who set the tone in this game, Kelly Babcock.
Kelly, it's getting pretty chippy out there. What do you make of the first period?
Yeah, it's a 0-0 game. You know, we're just going to stick to the game plan, one shift at a time, and battling our hearts out. So that's about it.
I've heard you're a pretty big voice in the locker room when it comes to motivation. What are some things you're planning on saying when you head in there?
You know, just let's fucking go. Oh, sorry, lied, my bad. Just let's go, and you know, girls, we know what to do. We know what we're capable of, and we're just here to get the job done. Just firing up the girls. Let's go.
You joined Boston pretty late in the season. What does it mean to potentially chase history with this team?
Yeah, it's awesome. We're really just focusing on one shift and living in the moment at one shift at a time. And you know, it's electric out there, and two good teams, but we're here battling, and we're battling to win this thing. So we're ready.
Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good breakout can lead to even better offense. Boston with life here in Game 4. Lots of energy, lots of opportunities to get one by Nicole Hensley here tonight. She's undefeated here in the PWHL finals as she looks to keep this streak going. Lead her team to hoist the first ever Walter Cup. Long shot here by Minnesota. Quick glove save by Frankel. Let's take a look now. The 2024 PWHL Draft coming straight here to Minnesota, June 10th. You get free and premium experience tickets available in limited quantities starting Wednesday, May 29th. You can just scan the QR code and sign up to receive priority information about how you can be there in person. Upcoming draft class, deep and exciting. 167 athletes declaring for the draft. Tavernier was one of them just last year. She's been a difference maker here in the finals. Drops it down, feeds it up high. Fratkin trying to keep it deep into the zone. Taylor Heisey, the first overall draft pick in the inaugural draft, who will be the first to go in the 2024 draft. It's happening right here in Minnesota in just a few weeks. Brandt trying to chip ahead for Knight. A quick pass back. Knight trying to feed it ahead. Roger and Brandt trying to stay onside. Now Minnesota, Coyne Schofield out wide. Pulls back. Fratkin steering her to the corner. Got to Coyne Schofield had her jumps and her chances here in this game. Jake's feeding it D&D, trying to drop it back for Taylor Heisey. In the playoffs right now, 5 goals, 2 assists. Now Boston, Knight in front, Rattray, a great backhand chance for her. We have seen her score a goal just like that back in her hometown in Ottawa. Able to beat Emirates Mashmeyer to get the difference maker that night. She almost had one here in the finals.
That's a long shift for Jamie Lee Rattray. An odd player rushed with Hillary Knight, but when the puck turned and went the other way, she got on her horse to get back to her own zone.
Player who can make the difference maker in limited minutes. Jamie Lee Rattray heads off, fresh legs for Boston. Now Minnesota is speeding through with speed on the far side, trying to drive the net, instead opting for a wraparound with hold. Flaherty lets the wrist shot go. Frank will make the blocker save. Chapper is cunning, creating some magic here in the offensive zone. Warren Gable now picks up the loose puck, feeds it ahead. Gable picking up speed, far side play. Greco will skate into it. Sophie Shirley tied up in the boards. Both slow to get up here, just to the right of Hensley as the play continues deep in the corner.
You know, it's interesting, neither team looks nervous to me. They're playing hard, they're using their bodies, they're holding on to the puck when they need to hold on to it. So it's a good sign for an entertaining game. We're seeing some back and forth action here.
I always think, right, there's two opponents. There's yourself and the other team. Now it's DeGeorgia wide for Minnesota. Way trying to feed Broad. A great drive for Minnesota. Countless 2-on-1 chances here in Game 4. Minnesota with a grade A chance in the second period. Steckline bar down, but it won't be enough. What a release by Lee Steckline. A bomb from the blue line. She heads back as here comes Minnesota. Wenskowski trying to beat Steckline. She'll go for a change. Now Minnesota has some room. Keller keeping this deep in the zone. She'll chase after it. Megan Keller deep in the zone. Takes a look. Steckline pins her up against the board. Longtime national team teammates getting back to their feet as Boston sends it in front. The puck's loose. Keller looking for Pelkey.
And that's a great job by Alina Mueller to come down hard on Brott as well, just to make sure that there was no freedom to move out of their own zone because Megan Keller was deep in zone.
What a sequence here to kick off the second period. Electric game 4.
Bring it. We got ourselves a game.
Minnesota chasing history. The Walter Cup is here tonight. Will they host the trophy and be the first team ever in this inaugural season as Kelly Panic chases after the puck? For a moment it could be for her and her family. Jakes on the back check. Here comes Boston. Chossel beating it out. A nice pass. Kraken will chip it in the zone and go for a change.
Well, a little bit of a hinge play there. Courtney Kessel talked about that. If you're going to beat Minnesota through the neutral zone, you have to find a way to hinge and hit the weak side. Some switches.
Awesome, strong breakouts for them here so far in this game. Allow them to get in the offensive zone. Now Hillary Knight seeing what she can do at Minnesota's end. She'll hold, feeds it deep in the zone. Now DiGirolamo will skate after it. Rattray will pick up the loose puck, feeds it in front, but no one's home. Zumwinkle taking advantage. Off feed from Hannah Brandt. Intercepts that pass.
Well, that's the way you come back to position through the middle of the ice, using your stick as an extension of your body. Brandt does it perfectly.
And Minnesota will go to the power play as Melissa Chano gets back to her feet.
Well, there's been an open-ended period so far that's led to opportunity. Odd player rushes at both ends of the ice. And again, Jamie Lee Rattray puts it up high in zone, and Hannah Brandt shuffles it to the middle of the ice so Hillary Knight can skate onto it. She's got her eyes up. Look at that feathered pass. She knows that Rattray's joined that rush on her backhand. How about Healy sliding inside the dots? This is where it is so effective for a defender. Slide inside those hash marks, take away the ice, and then Lee Steckline recovers that puck as it goes low to high off the bar. And it's going to result in a penalty.
Minnesota to the power play here. A great opportunity to strike. We've yet to see a power play goal here in the finals. This power play brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel. Power through tough messes. Deep in the zone. Heisey out in front. They'll have to chase after it. Steckline first one back. So Minnesota 0 for 6 here in the finals on the power play. Can they strike? Here comes Heisey. Power play marker of the playoffs. She takes a look, trying to feed it back for Sheppers. Kept in the zone by Jake. She lets the shot go, and an even better block. Marvin now goes net front as Taffy steers her deep in the zone. Keller finding Marvin along the boards. Back in the hands of Minnesota, looking for a quick pass out in front. Krasova back for Jakes. Minnesota slowing up pace here. A minute gone on their power play. Krasova will hold. Drawing in pressure. Denisa Krasova drops it back. Cava taking a look now. Push to the corner. DiGirolamo sees the numbers and pushes. Now Jakes. Wrist shot here redirected off the backboards. Minnesota taking a look on the power play. Quick shot here in the slot. Cava will pick it up deep in the corner. Time now. Feeding it to the point. Jakes keeps it in. Sophie Jakes takes a look. She'll head net front. Now Cava walking in. Far pass. Top of the circles. A delay. Minnesota taking looks here. Cava walking in. A quick release. Franco with the glove.
Well, Minnesota had some force plays to the middle of the ice when it wasn't available. You got to find a way to pull that coverage outside of the middle of the ice. You don't want to be too static, and they're able to get across ice to Cava. Cava's going to move that puck laterally to Zumwinkle. She's going to have an opportunity to shoot the puck, but it does come back to her, and Cava elects to take that shot. Zumwinkle, players like Heisey are on their one-timer side, have to find a way to let it rip, grip it and rip it. But those special teams, they haven't been so special there, Kens.
No, Minnesota's still a perfect penalty kill to know for, but you look at Minnesota's power play collectively. They got 2 huge goals against Toronto in Game 5. Krasova, Heisey finding their way. But still no luck in the finals. Final seconds here of the power play. Deep in the zone, Cava taking a look, trying to find Quinn Schofield. Back door as Rattray joins in on play, and we're back to 5-on-5 action.
I think Cava might have been able to take that shot. She was looking for Quinn Schofield, who bumped off Fratkin and pushed herself back door, which is a real smart play by the captain.
Minnesota landing one shot on that power play. Heisey trying to beat Rattray. Steckline hitting a few bodies, scooped up by Heisey. Feeds ahead, point Schofield now deep in the zone for Minnesota. Drops it back, Cava trying to feed it ahead. These three, excellent passing, find each other through traffic. It's a sight to see.
Well, sometimes you got to drive the dot. You got to drive the paint to make things happen, especially if you think that it's open, even for a flash. Ken Klee talked about that with us, in particular with Grace Zumwinkle. She's a big, strong body. She doesn't know how strong she is. You got to take the ice, command it.
DeGeorge got to command this space here against Jess Healy, small but mighty. Minnesota looking to break through on the score sheet. Flaherty running out of real estate as Gable draws. Now Boston. Shirley feeds it ahead for Gable, but it'll be icing, so we'll head back down at Aaron Frankel's territory.
Oh, use your feet. You gotta move. There you go. Go for it. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Now scooped up, Minnesota trying to make something happen here. Boston takes control. Look at the stretch play, Lauren Gable, a great feed. Here comes Gable. Pushed up and a big hit here. A roar from the crowd as Gable will head off.
Oh yeah, and that is going to be a huge hit by Flaherty, but they're able to get out of their own end, Boston, because they're not playing player on player in that one-on-one situation. They've got that second layer behind the puck to be able to scoop it up and get out.
Panic! Collides with Fratkin and draws the penalty here.
Well, we've seen Kelly Panic make those seasoned veteran plays, and Fratkin's going to try and...
Boston number 13, 2 minutes body check.
Boston, a spirited group here tonight. Their season on the line. Minnesota to the power play when we come back. Social sit and Minnesota back to the power play. 0 for 1 here tonight in the Royal Tiger Town power play. Brazova battling hard, sends it deep. Panic taking a look, she'll weigh her options. Spins it right back. Larisa Brazova. Brazova, going on a season with the Whitecaps, feeds it to the half boards. Taking a look, back to the point, Jakes, wrist shot here. Blocked up by traffic as Zumwinkle some room. Now back for Sophie Jakes. Finds Cava to Jakes. Zumwinkle, you know, they'll want to hit her on the quick release, but her shot will get blocked.
But if you have a look at the PK for Boston, it's all about stick position, making sure you're taking away the seam. So leading with your stick, either a stick on puck, push to the outside, or when you're coming back to the middle, make sure there's no cross seam or dot-to-dot passing. You did an excellent job of that. Of course, blocking shots. You gotta be able to get your body in front of it if you want to be on a PK.
Minnesota does 5 power play goals during the regular season. Jakes feeding it far side. Heisey trying to become a passing option. Liz Shepard takes the brunt of that hit along the boards. Cindy Brott now stops up. Boston getting into position. Brott takes a look. Heisey waits, finds Steckline. Lee Steckline back for Heisey, top of the circles, has space, lets it go. Franco with the stop. Jumping puck, Brock plays it down, pushed off by Deidre Alamo. Liz Shepard steps in for help. Heisey spins, looking for room. Steckline walks, a wrist shot high off the glass. Under 30 seconds to go on Minnesota's second power play of the game. Coyne Schofield, far side, Heisey fakes a shot, Steckline, over to Heisey, the two working it up high. Down low now, taking a look, Brock, back door, trying to feed Coyne Schofield, but it won't be enough.
But Boston does a real nice job of keeping the puck to a non-threatening position, and really you want to give your goaltender time to be able to react and anticipate where that puck is going to go. You can see that triangle there with the bumper position, just finding ways to get that net front, looking for that high screen. I like the shot by Heisey there. Take the dot, drive the dot, get shots on net. If you're not getting anything, skate into the coverage, see if you can't find ways to open up your own lanes. Shots create chaos.
Zumwinkle trying again. She's the only one to have scored a power play goal against Boston during the regular season. It was back on March 13th. Brazova to Zumwinkle. takes a look, out comes Fracken, and we're back to 5-on-5. Bookbinder gets a shot, but Frankel makes a toe save.
Panic was on the back door there as well, just looking for any garbage in and around that toe save.
So Minnesota, another shot on net. So just 2 shots on net in their 2 power plays. So great puck movement, but trying to get it on net will be their goal next time. Zumwinkle lets it go again.
You can have all the puck movement in the world on the outside, but if you don't move the PK unit, you're not going to open up any lanes. So sometimes you got to skate into it and pop out of it in order to be able to open something up.
Bait a player and try and create some space that way. Chip and chase by DeGeorge.
Courtney, how satisfied are you with the penalty kill right now?
Yeah, it's been great. It gives us a little bit of momentum. We got to try and stay out of the box. So
Earlier we talked about the importance of winning the neutral zone. How would you assess that area?
we've done a much better job on our transition and really shutting down their transition. But we got a lot of ice hockey left, so we got to keep it up.
Thank you, Courtney. Thanks.
Well, Boston has to be pleased. I mean, Minnesota, 2 power play chances. You look at just the shots on goal right now for Minnesota, just slightly out shooting Boston 3-1. And sure, that includes a power play chance for them.
Well, and Courtney Kessel talked about it. You want to make sure that you're pushing them to the outside. The PK's done a great job as well, but it's got to break open at some point here.
And so Minnesota 0 for 8 on the power play in this final series. Boston 0 for 6, combined for 0 for 14 on the player advantage. We'll see if someone can strike here. Back to the Montreal-Boston series. That was the way Montreal was getting the bulk of their scoring. It was Kristen O'Neill who struck 2 games in a row on the power play. Greco moving ahead for Flaherty. Minnesota trying to break out here. Boston hoping to keep it in. So in the corner to get up. Zumwinkle joining in on play. That puck heads back to the far side. Either was Flaherty. She'll head off. Boston. A must-win game for them.
Again, please talked about the different players on this team and how everyone has been a contributor.
Collective effort here for Minnesota. Maggie Flaherty in this game, 9 block shots, the most by a rookie. We're playing for Lakeville North High. For high school hockey.
Well, she scored in that Toronto series, but she had 6 shots on goal and 11 hits overall. So an impact player on the back end.
You think how desperate Minnesota was to get some scoring? It was Flaherty that stepped up and got the job done. Now Boston needs to find a hero themselves. Shabzel tries. That shot just wide.
And you can see Tapney driving the net as well. And when you drive, you open up high ice.
Panic the other way. Cuts to center. Kelly Panic creating a lane for herself on the backhand. Trying to finish the play. Cava looking for the loose puck. Jakes settles off the backboards. A great place for Cava to make a play. Alamo pushed up against the board. Jakes cutting the ice in half, sends it right back down. Franco will settle the puck. Boston will rim it around. Mueller trying to break out. Minnesota pressing here. Jakes feeding it right back down. Out Zumwinkle takes control. 11 goals in the regular season for Grace Zumwinkle. 2 coming on the power play. A goal now. Shorthanded in the playoffs. Looking net front for Panic. 2 former Gophers getting some tries here. Zumwinkle feeds it up, back to the point. Long shot here, looking for Zumwinkle, heading towards the net. Rizzola chasing after it, Tapney not far behind. She looks to start the cycle, no one's home, so Zumwinkle will chase after it as DiGirolamo has some room. Minnesota trying for another shot along the blue line. Franco will challenge and get a whistle here with 5:39 to go in the second period. Well, a special day for Minnesota's general manager, Natalie Darwicks, going into the IHF Hall of Fame, part of the class of 2024. Pretty incredible moment, a chance for her to, well, of course, not only be inducted here tonight, but possibly also have her team win the Walter Cup. A day to remember for her, an instrumental member of hockey in the history here in Minnesota. This is certainly a day she'll want to remember.
There's a lot of places she could have been, right? She could have been in Czechia receiving that induction award, but she is here as the GM of this team. And she's been instrumental in the game. Merlin Ravindalen received the induction for her elementary grade school teacher, high school hockey coach. He said, USA Hockey took her from me, but what an illustrious career.
Three-time Olympian, 8-time Women's World Championship competitor with the United States national team. She's done it all. Coaching career as well, Hamline University, teaching her a lot, she said, and has prepared her for this moment as she watches on her team to do the rest on the ice.
And the scariest one-on-one player in the world that I ever played against.
Built this team, and here they are, their inaugural year, one win away from history as Frankel makes a huge stop in the second period. Minnesota heating up, a long shot, again, by her first overall draft pick, Taylor Heisey, a Minnesota native herself. Looking to break through here in game 4, working it down low. Heisey trying to feed a play. Doviel taking a look now. Drops it back, gives room for Brock. 1-on-2 battle, Brandt comes out with it. She'll look to make a play and de-escalate the situation in Boston zone.
And you saw the chemistry between Kava and Heisey, that diagonal pass. I mean, where one is, the other one's not far behind, just knowing where that next one is going to go.
Keller deep in the zone for Boston. Looking to outnumber Minnesota. Under 5 to go. Flaherty from the point, lets it go, gets blocked. Fleming taking a look. Winning a big win on her 25th birthday on Friday night from Oregon, Wisconsin. We're going to carry that into game 4 here as icing will be the call.
A couple of Minnesota chances, and you have to find ways to get in the shooting lane, but it's going to be off of the hand of Hannah Brandt. The veteran gets that right hand out there, and you can see that the aggressiveness of Erin Frankel's at the top of her crease. That diagonal pass to Heisey. Again, another block shot, just getting in the way, sacrificing everything, knowing what's on the line.
And that will sting. Hannah Brandt taking the brunt of that shot right in her glove. Now Agia on the outside for Boston. Caught up by pressure, feeds it around. Looking near side for Knight. She gets pushed off the puck. DiGirolamo keeps it in off the backboards, looking for Agia. Knight scoops up this puck. Back for DiGirolamo, takes a look, far side pass, Morin delays a shot here, looking for the rebound, Gable, puck's loose, Agia trying to find it, Shepard steers it to the corner. A roar from this crowd as the Hensley chants start here late in the second period. Maddie Rooney, Nicole Hensley, but a 1-2 punch here for Minnesota all year long. Rooney against Toronto, and Hensley been the difference maker here in the finals. Back-to-back wins, looking to keep it going. Zumwinkle colliding. Now Pelkey in front, a chance. Marvin, what a move! Nicole Hensley denying Boston. Well, this is sounding like Hensley's house. My goodness, what a stop by this veteran goaltender.
Well, you can see the pressure below the goal line, but look at the positioning right there above the puck, and that's just a great job. And once you are able to do that, Pelkey's able to seal, and Gigi Marvin in and around it.
One goal in the regular season for Gigi Marvin came against Minnesota back on February 25th. Tapany on the backhand, trying to feed it back out in front. Puck's loose, also skating after it.
And you mentioned Gigi Marvin and that one goal, but she doesn't play a ton of minutes, just 933 last game, but it's the type of minutes she plays. She's a seasoned veteran. She's won at the highest level. So she knows the temperature of the game and how to change that temperature when needed.
Minnesota trying to fight off Boston as they continue to push. Mueller gets in over the line. Stops up, tries for the shot, Shabzo, rebound, Panic gets the extra stick and stays strong. And this crowd erupting, here comes Kendall Coyne-Schofield on the far side, can't get through Morin. A need for speed, Coyne-Schofield end to end.
Or as fast as her, I think there's a book named that.
Author, Olympian, world champion, Coyne-Schofield looking to become a Walter Cup champion here tonight in Minnesota. An excellent drive by the captain. Knight takes a look, trying to get the shot attractive in front of Hensley. Keller pulls it back. Under 2 to go here in the second period. Now a break. Here comes Taylor Heisey trying to beat Morin. Heisey drops his shoulder, but the whistle goes. This arena so loud. A few extra whistles by the officials needed here tonight.
Minnesota, number 86, 2 minutes tripping.
Well, we are high up in this building. I'm telling you, it is shaking. It is reverberating with the energy. And Kava is going to get the call here, and she can see that she's going to get that leg out on Megan Keller, who's moving towards the offensive zone. But how about Kendall Coyne-Schofield? She's on the outside. She's eyes up her opponent through the legs of a very familiar player in Megan Keller. She tries it twice, but isn't able to fool Morin, who's able to get the stick and skate on that puck. And Morin's feet had turned. She was able to close the door, but Kendall Coyne-Schofield, right from puck drop, her very first shift, she was driving the dot.
Kendall Coyne-Schofield, wow, what a play. And so, Boston with a huge chance here, late in the second period. Mueller struck in this very moment, back in game 3. 5-on-5 action, now here they are with a power play. Minnesota shorthanded, has some momentum. Kelly Panik out wide for Minnesota. Has Zumwinkle with her, trying to feather it ahead. Zumwinkle! Can't get the shot off, the puck's loose. Franco back in her crease. Zumwinkle a second attempt. The fans up and down, along for the ride on the sequence of events. Minnesota is shining. Here's Knight, a long shot, backdoor, Hensley does it again.
And this place is absolutely electric right now. Chances on both ends, and one is going to be led by the veteran who we've been saying her name a ton in Kelly Panik. And she's going to come in along the board. She's going to stall up to be able to feather that pass in. Zumwinkle's unable to convert on it. That puck's sitting in and around. You can see everyone converging on that goal line, but then the puck goes the other way. It's going to be Hillary Knight, the greatest goal scorers in the world. Misses the net, and it's Tapani who's looking to get her stick on that puck. And Nicole Hensley and the pipe, like, give us some more action or what, Kens?
Tapani looking to tap it in back door. Boston over 6 on the power play. Hensley chance continue in the final seconds of the second period. Goaltending has been electric here tonight. Frankel and Hensley putting on a show. Sydney Moore looking for one more drive for Boston. Tapani on the outside, driving in, drops the shoulder, looking for a back pass. Shepard tries to clear it, Knight keeps it in. Morin, final seconds here. Tapani on the far side, takes a look in full control. Morin working it up high, Boston dropping down. Mueller in front, back door, picked up by Shepard, and she'll steer it to safety.
That's a nice play by Shepard. I mean, that could have went off of her sticking in the net.
Boston not done yet. Mueller taking a look, Tapani scans, finds Morin, slap shot. Won't be enough, and Shepard gets another piece of it to wind down the clock.
Well, here we go. Third period action, 0-0 hockey game. Bring it, Kenzie.
This intermission is brought to you by Barbie, igniting confidence among girls and encouraging them to stay in sports and recognize their full potential. With Barbie, you can be anything. All right, Reagan Stuband is standing by with Kelly Panik from Team Minnesota.
Kelly, what a chance by you on that penalty kill. How much firepower is that kill giving your team right now?
Yeah, it's something we've been able to kind of turn around and make it a rallying point for our team, and no longer, you know, for those at the end of the regular season, it was more of a drag. It was kind of like an oh crap moment, and now it's actually energizing, which makes it a lot more fun to play in. And yeah, whenever you see Greg Zumwinkle go to the net, just give her the puck, feed the beast.
A few massive stops from Nicole Hensley as well. Just talk about her performance so far.
Yeah, she's coming in this final series and really stepped up the same way Maddie did in the semifinals, and that's sort of a blessing it is to have both of them. And I think when she's playing confidently, it just trickles down to the rest of our team. So she had a huge stop there at the end of the second, and we just got to keep building momentum off of it.
Just 20 minutes away from winning a championship. What's important?
All the little things, staying above pucks, winning your puck battles, just outworking them. As much as we're trying to win a championship, they're trying to extend their season. So it's being aware of that, and at the end of the day, trying to control it and play our game.
Thank you, Kelly.
As Tapani looks to pick the puck up, she has been clutch in the final minutes for Boston. Can she do it here in Minnesota as we return to 5-on-5 action? Out comes Cava. Minnesota landing just one shot. Rather, Boston landing just one shot on that power play as Tapani sets up shop and behind Frankel.
And you heard the top panel talk in the pregame about who is going to be the hero. There's a lot of players who don't have goals, and in the postseason, Hillary Knight's one of them and leads with 24 shots on goal.
One of those players you feel if whether she gets the bounce or helps to make the play possible, will unlock that scoring sensation that she can be as she has control now. Trying to chip it out wide. Gliding hard with a hit along the boards against Channel. Now a 2-on-2 battle. Rattray trying to take control here. She's been a hero as well on the stage. She has a chance. Rattray digging for it. The puck's loose. DiGirolamo can't get the shot across.
Well, we just talked about it. It's only going to take one shot or a setup, and that's why Jamie Lee Rattray is in that position. Hard work below the goal line by both Rattray and Hillary Knight to create that opportunity.
Now Sophie Shirley wants to try. She's out wide for Boston. Shirley, quick pass to herself off the backboards, feeds it centering, trying to find Agia. Lauren Gable, elevated minutes here in game 4, trying to make something happen with Shirley and Agia, but Minnesota gets control. Brown feeding deep into the zone for Boston, trying to feed it ahead for Shirley. So 0-0, we need a goal. Jess Healy taking control, playoff goal for her so far. Goes D to D, a quick pass for Brown, but here comes Minnesota. Cunnin trying to read the play. Shirley feeding it for Agia. Boston trying to gain some momentum here as Agia gets pushed up against the boards. Sadie Morin now over the red line, trying to chip it on net. Hensley will play it ahead, giving some time for Minnesota. Quick stretch play, Flaherty feeding it ahead. Now on the outside, looking for room. A high shot, Franco will hold. And so the story continues. Can Minnesota find a way past the Green Monster here tonight to hoist the Walter Cup? Nicole Hensley has been outstanding as well at the other end.
Well, and they got the look that they were looking for. Boston below the goal line, hard and heavy, and it's Jamie Lee Rattray using her stick, but also Hillary Knight following up, going net front, and that shield backhand play to the front of the net's going to be Jamie Lee Rattray, who gets an opportunity. The second opportunity by DiGirolamo gets blocked, and the puck goes the other way.
That puck will go the distance. Quick whistle here. One-on-one battle along the boards. Jobswell seeing if she can pull this puck out. Fracken joining in. Point Schofield gets pushed down in the process. Keller has some room. Again, Keller trying to pick up speed. Another 3 free agent signings. Spin away. Cava steals that puck right back. Deep in the zone, Cava holds, takes a look with patience. Michaela Cava drops it back. A one-time shot. Franco will hold. Cava just hounding this puck here tonight, looking to break through on a score sheet.
Well, Megan Keller does a nice job of using the net to get out, but then she doesn't move the puck and keep her feet moving. If you glide for a moment, Cava keeps her feet moving, comes underneath the stick and gets that takeaway. And then look at the presence of mind to shield. Look at her looking off, drawing her player to the middle of the ice to be able to give that cross feed to the defender jumping down. That's just brilliant. That's IQ.
Cava's got to go win every single one of the games here in the finals against Boston. Can she keep the streak going?
I mean, look what she did with the Toronto 6 MVP playoff last year.
Jake sending a hit deep in the zone. Brandt slow to get up here. She'll head to the bench. Now at center, Kelly Panic feeds it out wide. Krasova drops down, one further to Channel. Back hitting the trailer as Zumwinkle drops the shoulder. Grace Zumwinkle colliding with Hillary Knight. She gets taken down. Now Panic gets taken down. A physical third period. Now Rattray the other way, far side pass connecting with Knight. She'll try and recover as Flaherty feeds it ahead. Now Minnesota picking up speed, trying to get Boston on a change. And so Flaherty will head back for it. Anna Brandt's stick still in the corner, and well, I wonder if that's still the hot stick we saw earlier in this series against Minnesota. And Pelkey picking up speed now for Boston as Wenskowski with her on the far side. She gets steered towards the board stack line, pitting her up against the boards. So 0-0 here in the third period. Minnesota win is all they need to hoist the Walter Cup. They lead the series 2-1 Boston pushing for a game 5 at home. Gable trying to get by Fleming. She keeps the puck in the zone. Minnesota looking to make something happen. Steckline along the blue line. Lets a high shot go. Gets blocked in front. Glove down by Broad. George dropping it deep into the zone. Gives some time. Fleming will chase after it. Boston still out shooting Minnesota here tonight. 15-13.
Lee Steckline is a backbone to this blue line for Minnesota. Played over 27 minutes, was a +3 in game number 3. But she knows exactly where her player is, and she says, I can move in transition to this puck to steer to the outside because she uses the leverage of her stick. She knows she can get to that puck first. Unbelievable. And then you can see the push by Pelkey to try and get it to the middle, but it's going to be Steckline who says, I know I can get there first.
Keller blocking it ahead, finding Alina Mueller on the breakout to center. Rattray on the far side. Tapany driving the net. Jonsel trying to head net front. Tapany recovering the puck that's loose. Picked up by Keller. Megan Keller trying to fight off Sophie Jakes. Tall task here, and Jakes wins the battle. Bracken feeds it far side.
Well, we talked about Sophie Jakes and her defense throughout this entire series, and she's been outstanding. This is Megan Keller. She's a big body. Look, she comes underneath, makes sure she seals. She doesn't want to lose defensive side positioning. Makes a nice play and says, I'm off. I need a breath.
Jakes, 2 goals, 3 assists, having herself a run here in the playoffs.
Well, she had 13 shots on goal in that series against Toronto and 8 hits to boot.
First ever PWHL trade. Becoming the most influential here in the finals. Jakes, Tapany, Abby Cook in the well, as well, a part of that. Minnesota trying to chip it into Boston zone. Panic now with some room, drops it back for Zumwinkle. Great Zumwinkle from Excelsior, Minnesota to the point. Trying shot here, redirected off the glass. Now Fracken, deep in the zone, trying to find out Minnesota off the bar. The second crossbar shot for Minnesota here tonight, making the Iron sing. Krasova trying to pull this puck out. Another board battle. Keller landing a hit here. Krasova seeing if she can dig it out. Jepper is trying to get back to her feet. Have to try again as Fracken gets the extra shove. Hillary Knight facing after it. Rattray all alone on the far side. She has Knight with her. Cuts to center. Rattray trying to feed her the pass. Hillary Knight, reigning IHF Female Athlete of the Year. We're going to make a difference here in the finals as this line goes back to work. Marvin colliding. All arms are down as that play continues.
And Buckbinder turns to the official, has a couple words.
DiGirolamo setting it right back down. Steckline has some time. Pelkey feeds it to the outside. Budarak trying to get a piece of it. Back to center for DiGirolamo. Brown back for Wenskowski with the chance. High shot. And Hensley will make the stop. 12:25 to go in the third period. Minnesota getting closer and closer as they make the Iron sing here tonight inside Xcel Energy Center. More action to come when we return. And a record number here tonight inside Xcel Energy Center. 13,104 fans, the most to ever come out to a PWHL final, surpassing the record with just a few nights ago. 9,054 to watch Minnesota defeat Boston 4-1. Can they do it tonight and go all the way and make history in front of their home crowd, be the first to hoist the Walter Cup? Mueller challenging for this loose puck, trying to feed it deep in the zone for Gable. Jumping puck, Minnesota trying to gain control. They'll float that to center. Morin will go D-to-D. Keller drops it back. Boston trying to continue their smooth breakouts that we saw earlier in the game. Gable trying to look for Mueller net front.
So Gable aligned with Tapany and Mueller right now.
Here comes Minnesota. The championship on the line. Coyne Trying to drop back and become a passing option. Kava heating up. Kicks it to herself. Mueller beats her there. Keller now in control. Finds Gable all alone. Lauren Gable has Tapney with her. Susanna Tapney in over the blue line. Kicks it out wide. It's taken to the corner. Now Jakes trying to chip and chase. Rattray starting the back check because here comes Minnesota. Kelly Panic trying to feed it. Krasova mishandling the puck. Gets some time for DiGirolamo. She'll rim that around. Brandt drops it to center. Knight one further. Rattray trying to get a handle. Tripped up. Call on the way. Rattray will head to the penalty box here. Minnesota to the power play. Lucky. 11:11 to go in the third period. Will luck be on their side?
Boston, number 47, doing its tripping.
Jamie Lee Rattray knows, and it's through the neutral zone, and it's going to be a bump pass from Hillary Knight to her, and she just mishandles it. So as she's turning, she's not moving her feet, and she gets a stick out. And she can see that she just takes some winkle down with that reach, and Courtney Kessel knows her. PK's got to go back to work here. Some big, rangy bodies that are out there. Certainly ones that have strong sticks that can close quickly.
So Rattray to the box. That's her second tripping penalty of the game. Back to the Royale Tiger Towel power play for Minnesota. Can they get it done here and strike on the power play? To the point. Snackline calling for it. She'll set up shop along the blue line. Minnesota working it out wide. Only 2 shots total have landed on net here on Minnesota's power play. This is their third of the game. Brought trying to feed it ahead. Keller outnumbered down low. Minnesota looking to take advantage. Heisey watching. Sheppers looking for a better angle. She'll drop it for Heisey. She'll scan a high shot here. That will get rimmed up high. Steckline keeps it in. Steckline for Coyne Schofield. She'll take a look. Fakes the pass, trying to outward Brandt. Keller trying to steer her to the outside. Sheppers protects the puck. Drops it off for Coyne Schofield. She'll wait. Up high for Heisey. One-time Steckline. Lets it go and it gets blocked by Keller. A few extra stick handles. Feeds it to the far side for Brandt to pick up. Keller now taking a look. Trying to send it up high. Heisey will look to rehandle it at center.
Well, we're up high in this press box, and we can look down, and I'm telling you, Susanna Tapney's stick positioning was simply excellent on that PK, taking away Lee Steckline off the top, but also knowing where option A and Heisey was, making sure that she couldn't get that cross feed. So the bumper became extremely important to get lost in coverage.
On the outside, Krasova, shot, stopped by Frankel. Minnesota with their chances here on the power play. As the saying goes, your penalty killer, the best on the ice, can be your goaltender, and Aaron Frankel tall to task here late in the game, the season on the line.
Krasova can certainly score in the Toronto series, had 2 goals and 2 assists. Couple shots to add to that last game.
On the outside, she'll try again. Frankel makes a stop, loose puck, rebound there. Loop jumping puck, Panic, a high shot. Minnesota getting their chances here. Frankel recovers her stick. Zumwinkle takes another shot. Blocker saved by Frankel. Well, what a sequence here for Minnesota. Rattray out of the box and will return to 5-on-5. Minnesota landing 3 shots on that power play. Their most here tonight on the player advantage.
Well, the sharpest one came in that grade A inner slot area from Krasova, but Erin Frankel challenged right at the top of her crease, as she often does, to make the save.
Now a chance at center. DeGeorge loads, shot. Frankel makes the stop, and a rebound gets cleared away by Brown. Fleming pushed off by Emily Brown. DeGeorge jumps in for help. Under 9 to go here in the third period. We still await our first goal of this game. Morin in the zone here for Boston. Uses the glass to chip that to center. Brought now, taking a look. Brown will club it down, and Knight at center alone. Seeing if she can find some open ice.
She spotted that puck.
Lillary Knight in front looking for Gable. Knight another chance here, gets blocked by Greco. Minnesota blocking all these shots. Now a turnover chance, another drive on the outside. Gives some time. Fleming lets that go the distance, and she'll go for a change.
Well, Hillary Knight's made a few nice plays to the slot area, hasn't she, Ken? She said she may not be the one that gets the striking mark, but she's looking to distribute anything to allow her team to be successful.
Hillary Knight giving it her all. A broken stick by Fratkin, has to chase after it. Shepard's hoping to take advantage. In the zone on the backhand, the puck's loose. Frank out in front of her net. Erin Frankel doing it all she can. What a game, what a moment. History in the making here between Boston and Minnesota. We are still 0-0. Frankel has been a wall here in Game 4. Minnesota will look to strike here after the break.
Claire Frankel has been outstanding, and at the other end, so is Nicole Hensley. It's a dual match in net here. Zumwinkle making a real nice play, drawing to the middle of the ice. Kristova with a point-blank chance. You can see the aggressive nature taking away net. Frankel gets right out there, covers that strong side post. You can see Kelly panic, comes in for the rebound, but the reaction time of this athletic goaltender, unorthodox, but makes the save. Fratkin goes down as she's a broken stick. Sheppers continues on with poise and composure to the net, but Frankel tracks it and holds on. Unbelievable, 17 saves, and at the other side, it's 16 saves for Nicole Hensley. We got ourselves a goaltending duel.
What a night. Frankel, Hensley, an outstanding performance here. Minnesota looking to break through. Steckline goes D to D. Steckline taking a look. Off the backboards, Cava, a nifty move.
Well, this is the savvy presence, Kens, of number 2 on the back end for Minnesota. When you're working that puck up and you recognize that you've got players down low, they're able to recover it, and when they work it low to high, you know that Lee Steckline's going to be up there, but they're still low, so what does she do? She sends it off of the backboard, knowing that she can see Cava in behind coverage. She just threw the legs on the back end, sends it out front. Erin Frankel, again, reading that perfectly to be able to hold on.
Frankel came into this game having made 212 saves. They're going to go the way here. Jake's shot gets blocked. Cava chasing after it. Rattray now picking up speed for Boston. Trying to gain control again. Sophie Jakes with the positioning. Rattray comes out with it. Heisey pressures on net. Hensley makes the stop. Now Cava, a collision here at center. Brandt also. Heisey slow to get up. Coyne Schofield on the far side. Push to the corner. And an immediate whistle here as both players jump right back up as the arm is up. Back to work. Over 3 so far in this game. Can they strike here late in the game with the championship on the line? Jakes, she'll go D to D. Back up high, Kristova loads a high shot over the net. Zumwinkle will settle to the point. Jakes will try again. Have it back up high. Zumwinkle one time. Fluttering puck. Keller has some time to play it. Panic. Pushed off. Knight without her stick. She'll head back for it, giving time for Zumwinkle. Far side pass, a delay. Back to the point. Another shot off the backboards. Gives some time for Panic. Feeds it for Zumwinkle. Can they do it? Jakes, another shot, and Frankel at the top of her crease.
Well, Minnesota doing a better job of putting pucks to net, and their opening power play, they weren't able to get that, but of course they're winning that battle along the boards, and once they do win that battle, they're able to get that coverage outside of the middle, and you can see Hillary Knight lost her stick, so had to go back, so now all of a sudden it's opened up a little bit, but that first shot comes. Once you recover, that is when you got to attack the net right away, because you've got all of the coverage looking for the puck.
The longest we have gone scoreless here, the PWHL Finals. Under 7 to go in the third period. Still 0-0. Steckline plays the puck. Heisey trying to block out Pelkey to give Steckline some more time. Sheppers to center. Steckline in control, looking to go end-to-end. Lee Steckline, the veteran defender, trying to lead her team to a championship. Feeds it deep into the zone. DiGirolamo finds Keller on the half board. She'll load. Tries to send that the distance, and she'll find success.
She'll get that one down the ice, and when it was on the other side, the puck was sort of on its edge, and she had it on her backhand. She elected not to send it, worried about a delay of game and sending it over the glass.
Heisey loads, and that shot gets blocked by Fratkin. Out Coyne Schofield feeds it out line for Steckline. Brock delays, finds Heisey at the top of the circles. Down low for Sydney Brock, walks in, tries to feed it in front. Frankel challenges. and gets the stoppage of play with 27 seconds to go on Minnesota's power play.
Well, it's a strong sequence for Fratkin as well. She gets a block shot, and then she delivers a hit below the goal line on Heisey. You can see the block right here, leading with the stick, and now all of a sudden it's about recovery, and you don't want Heisey to have control of that puck, so she lays the body on. That disrupts the puck, but Minnesota is able to get it back. They work that puck down low, working sort of in that overload a little bit, and you can see that that ice is available. Not much real estate there. Franco finds the puck.
Well, we go back to the start, Cheryl. Billie Jean King once said, pressure is a privilege, and here we are, a 0-0 game. The home team on a power play, 1 win away from making a historic night become a reality. They chase the Walter Cup. Jake settling it along the half board, takes a look, channel, top of the circle, settles the puck as that gets gloved down. Pelkey sends it down. Out comes Hannah Brandt, and we're back to 5-on-5. Minnesota landing 2 shots on the power play. An outstanding penalty kill again by Boston. Yet to see a power play goal in this series. Out wide, a great drive, finishing it, Cunnin can't get it done. Franco denying Minnesota again.
I thought Condon was going to use defender as the screen and shoot that puck. Didn't think she was going to get through, but her hands found that puck.
Tapani will pick it up deep in Boston's zone. Protects it, trying to go all the way. Shavsel, the intended pass. She'll head on the back check as Minnesota goes for a change. Tied up here, a roar from the crowd as Burak jumps back to her feet. One more overtime hero here at Xcel Energy Center.
And Condon trying to get through Fratkin, and Fratkin saying, but she's able to pick that puck up on the other side, working under the tee. The sec, nice one-on-one, step in, but as she steps around, she's able to get her hands and stick on that puck. Looking for a second shot opportunity. Condon getting in behind.
Face off to the right of Frankel. Cava on the top of that circle, a chance here. Michaela Cava loads, and it gets blocked. First on the loose puck, Channel gives it right back down, looking for Heisey. Point Schofield rolls off. In control, scoring Schofield. Taking a look, goes for a skate, drops it up high for Channel. Another outside shot. Heisey picks it up deep in the zone. Under 4 to go in the third period. Point Schofield spins out of traffic, trying to get the shot off. Boston able to clear it.
Well, and they're able to clear because they are in that layered set in their own zone. If they're player on player in that one-on-one situation, playing man on man, they're unable to recover that puck.
Mueller, this was sensation. Moving it ahead through neutral ice. That's caught off by Shavsel. She'll find a pass, finding Cindy Morin. Picking up speed, Morin. Cross ice play. Knight skates into it. Now Hannah Brandt. As a We Want the Cup chants begin here in Xcel Energy Center. Maybe the 7th player out here for Minnesota. Keller stepping down, a high shot just wide. Krasova feeds it ahead. With the break, Keller, a strong back check, gets tied up in the process. No call on the play, giving time for Hannah Brandt to look up ice.
On her and Zumwinkle, I mean, they've been going toe-to-toe this entire series.
A lot of heated exchange back in game number 3. Zumwinkle and Panic. What a series this has been. About 2.5 to go. Hillary Knight, some hand-eye coordination here to keep it deep in Minnesota's end. DeGeorge trying to move it ahead. Greco beat by Marvin. She tries to find Gable. Or Gable comes out with it. Gable, a look in front. Taking an awkward bounce, giving some time now for Boston. But Hensley will get the whistle with 2:15 to go. Morin's shot out wide. Mueller will pick it up. To the point for Keller. Drags a shot here. Tipped in front. Tapney trying to tap it home. Net front, Susanna Tapney getting her chances here tonight. Cava trying to get it by Megan Keller. Marvin heads back for it.
And last game, there really wasn't any screens in front of either goaltender. And you know the way they're playing, they're hot right now. They're feeling it. You got to take away their eyes. I know it's cliche to say it, but if they see it, they will stop it.
Keller trying to move it ahead. Marvin on the outside for Boston. Awkward bounce, Knight trying to take advantage of it. Brandt trying to feed it right back deep in the zone. Kelly Panic looking to pick it up. She takes a look, a head-up play, trying to feed Grace Zumwinkle, trying to beat Brown. Emily Brown will beat her there. Grace Zumwinkle, the benefactor after last time it was a foot race against Hillary Knight, short-handed. Zumwinkle found a way, but not tonight. Emily Brown beat her there. Now the puck rolls to the far corner. Pasova drops it back. Zumwinkle battling hard. Takes a look. Drops a shoulder. Backhand shot. Tipped in front. And Panic will chase after it. Final minute to go in the third period. The Walter Cup is on the line for Minnesota. Boston looking to push for a Game 5 at home to keep their Walter Cup dreams alive. Minnesota looking to end it here. Cunnin drops it back for Steckline. An outside shot off the boards. Cunnin picks it up, tries to send it on net, just wide. Under 40 seconds to go. Steckline will hold. Feeds it far side, giving time. Now Brown chasing after Cunnin deep in the zone. We want the cup echoing in Xcel Energy Center. Can Minnesota get it done? Under 20 seconds to go. Steckline pulls it back to center and feeds it right back down into Boston's end. Final 10 seconds here. Tapani with one more drive. Well, Cheryl, it looks like 60 minutes was not enough here for game number 4 of the PWHL Finals. We need overtime, and the Walter Cup is on the line here for Minnesota.
60 minutes in regulation was not enough to solve the equation here in Minnesota. Game 4. Walter Cup still on the line for Minnesota. Reagan Subban is standing by with Michaela Cava for Minnesota.
Was a shift in momentum in regulation. What do you think changed?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to stick to our game. Obviously, it's a big defensive battle out here. Both goalies are playing super well, so we just got to stick to what we're good at and just try and get some pucks to the net here and keep going.
A lot of chances for your team in that third period. How do you generate more chances offensively?
Yeah, we obviously we're a really quick team, so we're just trying to use our speed and drive the puck to the net, whether it's taking it wide and hitting our D or just we're literally looking for anything right now. So obviously we all feel really good, and it was a good period, but we got to bury here. So
anything to clean up defensively?
I think everyone's doing their job. We're sticking to the game plan, and yeah, I think we've had a pretty good defensive game. So
best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Tapani and Panic taking the opening draw here. Game 4 as overtime is underway. Bookbinder chipping it deep into the zone. Aaron Frankel will come out to settle the puck. Looking for Mueller on the half boards. Finds Tapani at center. Cuts in front. Tapani gaining some space. Feeds it to Shavsel. With speed, Boston with a clean breakout. Shavsel push to the corner. Feeds DiGirolamo along the half boards. Mueller trying to find support here. Boston, a must-win to keep their hopes of hoisting the Walter Cup alive. In Minnesota, a chance to win it all at home here in the state of hockey. Tapani in over the line. Feeds it to the outside. Two-time overtime hero already in the PWHL playoffs. Starts the back check. Here comes Minnesota. On the far side, a delay. It's Schofield off the backboards, looking for Heisey on the near boards. 5 goals for Heisey in the playoffs so far. Can she get lucky? Number 6. A board battle continuing here. Corn Schofield pinning Keller up against the board. She finds Hillary Knight. Feeds it ahead. Jamie Lee Rattray cuts in and around. Rattray on the backhand shot. That's strong. Wrist shot. Hedsey makes a save. Rebound chance cleared away by Minnesota.
Well, and that's led by Hillary Knight, who makes a real nice feed to Jamie Lee Rattray. We've seen that throughout the course of the game. Reuniting those two athletes certainly has been effective.
Keller jumps up in the play, first on the loose puck, takes a look, feeds it to center. Recognized Hillary Knight was there. Icing waved off, so Channel will pick it up. Was the Channel taking a look. Feeds it up high. Deep in the zone, Gable lets Agia skate after it. Now Shirley, a loose puck. Budarak. Double overtime here for Minnesota in the Toronto series. Can she go all the way and do it tonight? Here comes Heisey. Can't get the shot off. A great back check by Sophie Shirley. Gives room. The other way, Lauren Gable on the outside for Boston. She'll flip it deep into the zone and skate after it.
Oh, that's a nice play by Lauren Gable. She was 1-on-3 there. She recognized she wasn't going to get by. She allowed her teammates to change and then put a soft dump in to be able to jump on the puck. An early chance by Boston in this first overtime period. And it starts with Hillary Knight, just shields that puck well, draws to the middle of the ice. And where Jamie Lee Rattray knows the spots to get to, and under the tee of Channel stick, gains the dot and takes that short side shot. But again, you talk about goaltenders. Nicole Hensley makes it look easy.
Tapani on the face-off. Larry spins around. Outworks the traffic, gives room for Cunnin. Looking for a chip and chase, gives room for Brock to skate into it. Keller with a shoulder check. Minnesota going for a wholesale change here.
Now Megan Keller, 24-39.
Turnover chance, Grace Zumwinkle on the backhand forehand. Her shot just wide. Minnesota a chance early here in overtime. Chasing history, chasing the first. Can they hoist the Walter Cup here tonight? The cup is in the building here in Game 4. Zumwinkle will try again. Jake settles it at center. Emily Brown gloves it down, moves it ahead for Rattray. Time for a breaking play here. Boston keeping an eye on Minnesota. Coyne Schofield gets pinned up against the boards. Oh, loose puck, jumping. Rattray feeds it down.
And you wonder if it's going to be a defender who's going to be the overtime hero, jumping down into the play, into that, using the high ice, jumping down when the coverage is turned.
Heisey looking for the far side play to Coyne Schofield. We've seen Fratkin join in on play rush and DiGirolamo as well for Boston. And Channel has had her chances here in Game 4 for Minnesota. Lauren Gable at center, chasing after the loose puck. Elevated minutes for Lauren Gable here in Game 4.
Well, she's a natural goal scorer, right? She can get to those spots, and if she gets a grade A opportunity, she can put it away.
Dropping 40 points at the Pride last year. Gable on the back check. Fratkin trying to keep it in. Marvin alone at center for Boston. Schaufel spinned around Minnesota. Now a turnover chance. Alina Mueller, wrist shot here, just wide. Fleming looking for a pass at center. Tapany trying to keep things deep in Minnesota's end. Minnesota with a chance. Brock trying to flip that to center. DiGirolamo gloves it down, feeds it ahead. Tapany on the outside. Two-time overtime hero feeds it far side. Mueller to center. Schaufel gets a piece of it, but it hits Greco's skate and drops it behind. Mueller pushed off by Grzova. That puck will go all the way. Icing the call. Gable sends it to the far side. That puck goes deep into the zone. Hensley will come out over net to play it. Jakes now picking up speed for Minnesota. Trying to get by Keller. Now spin aside for Pelkey on the outside for Boston. Gable off her stick. A loose puck here. Jakes trying to play it ahead. Keller keeping this puck deep in the zone. Another great sequence and drive by Boston. Gable looking for Amanda Pelkey here deep in the zone. Boston looking for a chance. Bracken looking to keep it on the outside as Marvin drives the play. Gigi Marvin trying to scoop this puck up. Gable pushed off the puck, needs help. Schaufel idling now with Cunnin. Liz Sheppers has some room. From Mound, Minnesota. Sheppers slowing up pace. 25-year-old feeding it ahead. That puck will go the distance and get rimmed around. Minnesota, this is their 9th game in the playoffs to think only 24 regular season games. But a long run. Mueller on the outside. But Minnesota finish it all here tonight. Heisey trying to push this puck to center. Brown sends it right back down. Hensley, show weight. Word from head coach Ken Klee. Had her eyes on Nicole Hensley at a young age. She played in the Foothills Major Midget program. When we first saw her, and a bright future ahead for Hensley when she was young. Here she is now looking to backstop her team to the first ever championship. Steckline trying to keep Tapany at bay. Now Knight through traffic to center looking for Rattray. Snuck up in her feet. That puck floats back to center. Now Cava drops the shoulder, gets stood up at center. Tapany looking for Rattray. She'll scoop it up. Susanna Tapany, Knight in soft ice. On the outside, trying to keep this deep in the zone. Tapany now up high. Coyne Schofield will pick it up.
DiGirolamo doesn't pinch there because F3 isn't high enough, and she doesn't want that puck to squirt in behind her.
Keller trying to find Rattray at center. Panic now, pushed off the puck, and Gia trying to win this battle. Boston looking to get this puck out. Bracken looking for Rattray. She'll leave it for Keller. Now to center. Knight towards the end of her shift. takes a slap shot. It gets blocked. Grace Zumwinkle for Minnesota. Could she be the overtime hero? She'll turn back. Zumwinkle looking up ice. She got trafficked by Gable. A risky play here for Minnesota.
I've noticed Gable in this overtime, just an active stick, trying to take away, and also gets lost in coverage.
Gador chasing after it. Greco reverse play. Minnesota back on the breakout. A stretch pass. Looking now for Sydney Broad on the far side. Calling for Broad. Delays. Looking for a feed in front for Denisa Krasova, who is driving. Minnesota with their looks. Krasova trying to feed it out in front. Rolls to the point for Jakes. Her shot gets blocked. Sophie Jakes now. Pushed off by Gable. Keeps the play alive. Jakes doing it all herself. Can she get it? Done. A high shot. Frankel robbing Jakes yet again.
Well, Minnesota had a couple of good looks here, and one is going to be a 2v1, and the other one's going to be Jakes. Look at getting in behind. It's all about finding a way, and you can see just staying on side is absolutely critical. And Brown comes out, and that shot is not taken. And then, of course, Jakes with that manipulation to the middle of the ice and pulls it back outside to get that shot on net. Frankel holds the post, holds on to the puck for the faceoff.
A one-woman show. Sophie Jakes trying to end this here for her team. Clinch a championship win here at home. Johnson. Steckline keeps it in. Brown will chase after it. Avenel deep in the zone for Minnesota. Point Schofield pushed off. Minnesota's top line back to work here. Heisey trying to dig this puck out. Heisey and Kava combined on Minnesota's 6 of their 10 goals so far in the finals.
60% ain't bad.
Not bad at all. A dynamic duo.
I can even crunch those numbers.
Boston in over the line. DiGirolamo going end to end. Bookbinder with a reverse pass. The step line has a lane. She'll look up ice. And she'll connect. Liz Sheppers has come in with her. Cunnin on the outside for Minnesota. Lets a shot go, but Frankel will flash the leather.
Well, this is right from the back end, and it's going to be Lee Steckline who uses the middle of the ice. Let me tell you, in overtime, that can be a scary place to go, but she reads the opening, makes it, and then just working that way through the middle of the ice, dishing it outside, skating through the heart of the coverage. Sheppers and Cunnin doing a job there, Cunnin recognizing that Sheppers was coming through the middle, seeing if she couldn't put it to a space, and see if Cunnin could get a stick on it.
Off the face-off, Minnesota pressuring Boston here on the turnover. Cunnin trying to keep this in the zone. Sydney Moore now, pressured by Budarak. 2-7's going head-to-head in the corner. Channel getting this ice in half, trying to feed it right back down. Hannah Brandt will pick it up. Vanessa Heights, Minnesota. Brandt trying to find Hillary Knight on the boards. Channel trying to outwork Knight. She'll go D to D. Sophie Jakes looking for a centering pass. Keller trying to feed it to her forwards. Gable will have net front. Harvin trying to keep this play in. Instead, Jakes has other ideas. Here comes Minnesota. Grace Zumwinkle for Excelsior, Minnesota. Shot! Frankel with the stop. Rebound. Zarin Pelkey will play it aside. Minnesota countless chances here as overtime continues. Minnesota 4 chances on the power play in this game as well. Didn't find a way to strike, and so here we are in overtime.
Well, they had a good opportunity there, and it all starts with a Jakes defensive play at the blue line, and you transition the puck quickly, and you activate yourself. Jakes jumped into the rush to create an odd player rush, and Grace Zumwinkle doing what she does best, driving the net.
Keller battling hard against Coyne Schofield. Turnover, Coyne Schofield spins back away from traffic. Keeping this play going, now deep in the zone. Great move by Heisey. Can she go all the way? Pulls it back, Taylor Heisey trying to take another look, net front, and that gets cleared away.
Heisey decided, I am going. I'm going to take this to the net. I'm going to attack it. Of course, Megan Keller had another idea.
Coyne Schofield out wide for Minnesota. Slap shot wrong by Frankel. They're winning the majority of the faceoffs here against Boston tonight. Franco will be tested early here, having to make a quick save.
Well, and sometimes when you're in the pressure cooker, you can lose sight of the details of the game and your positioning. And the puck goes back because of good, solid positioning above the puck. You get that turnover, and you just use your stick to push back. And of course, Aaron Frankel's going to hold on, but you got to remind yourself of where you are on the ice. You can get really excited in these moments. Your stick can get tight. So it's the details to your game, the habits, the trusting in your preparation.
Face off down to the left of Franco. Boston winning it ahead. DiGirolamo looking for Brandt on the far side. Rattray looking to break. Knight keeping panic as they collide at the top of the circles. DiGirolamo will use the glass. Gonzo trying to redirect it. Minnesota sending right back down. Point Schofield now in the corner, battling hard against Fracken. Taylor Heisey trying to pick up the loose puck. Burns happening going head-to-head in the corner. Point Schofield, a quick shoulder check, trying to outwork Fracken. Point Schofield in control. Back to Steckliner, a shot here, gets blocked. Heisey drops it down, Steckline, an outside shot. What a release by Lee Steckline. Inches from the net, now Heisey colliding with Keller. Minnesota. Now on the back check, here comes Boston. Johnson drops it back, Tappany skates into it. Now on the outside, DiGirolamo feeding it right back down. Boston, Minnesota. In a way, this was an unlikely final in the way the regular season started to wind down. Toronto, Montreal at the top of the standings, and yet Boston took them down in a sweep, and Minnesota took down Toronto, the favorites, in a reverse sweep. Now it's Budorak deep in the zone. Looking to win the championship here, colliding with Marvin. Peppers now laying a body to the point, kept in the zone. Another shot from the point, and a blocker save by Franco. Conan drops it down for Budorak. She's pushed off by Marvin. Brown steps in for help. Peppers with an extra stick. Boston outnumbering Minnesota deep in the zone as DiGirolamo provides support.
Nice job by Condon to get a line change here. Brought now out on the ice.
But we want the cup chance continue in overtime. Rattray all alone. Here she comes for Boston. On the outside, she'll delay, sends it deep into the zone. Brandt will chase after it. Panic first on it. She'll take the look, trying to find it, taking an awkward bounce. And she's back in control, feathers it ahead. Grace Zumwinkle with another drive. Zumwinkle cuts the center on the backhand. Franco makes the stop. Zumwinkle bringing the fans to their feet for the second time here tonight. She is heating up here in overtime. But now, Hillary Knight the other way. A dance, a shot, and stopped by Hensley. Now Fleming for Minnesota. Through traffic, trying to get the shot off. Chances at either end. The ice starting to open up here. Under 5 to go in overtime. Hillary Knight delays, tries to the slap shot. It gets blocked. Brown feeds it to center. Both teams going for a quick change. Mueller tripped up. That's going to be a penalty. Boston will go to the power play here in overtime. Frankel's heading to the bench as Boston has full control. Chomsel, far side, back door. Brown lets the shot go. A huge moment here for Boston, the road team. Their season on the line.
Minnesota number 14, Judith Tripping.
It's going to come in the neutral zone again, and it's you can see some end-to-end action before it happens, and it's going to be Grace Zumwinkle, the power forward, who's going to cut to the middle of the ice to her backhand. But how about Hillary Knight into the night, almost a twilight, and is able to put that shot on net, and then through the neutral ice, Lena Mueller, who knows how to dance, tries to get to the middle. That is one of her gifts as she goes to the right.
Mueller, top of the circles, back for Keller. Far side. Tappy feeding it deep into the zone. She'll weigh her options. Back up high for Keller. Mueller takes a long shot here, just wide. Gable chasing after it now. Knight trying to pick up this loose puck. Minnesota with a heavy stick sends it the distance.
Well, and Mueller's on her onside, so she's not going cross body, going far side. She's trying to go short side to see if she can beat Hensley when she gets that puck.
Alina Mueller picking up speed on the outside. Mueller driving, shovels it deep into the zone. Mueller first to pick it up. Tapany finding Mueller on the outside. Keller heading back. She'll pick up the pass. Keller finding Tapany now. Back for Megan Keller. Far side, Mueller taking another look. She'll walk. Lena Mueller drops it back for Susanna Tapany. The Finnish native, Keller. Mueller makes a shot and trying to feed it right back to Keller. Alina Mueller on the power play. A minute gone here on Boston's power play. Great stick by Jakes, and now Minnesota shorthanded. Here comes Kendall Coyne-Schofield. Coyne-Schofield can't get by Mueller. They've had their chances. Shorthanded. Grace Unwinkle, shorthanded goal just the other night in Game 3. Hillary Knight on the outside. Takes a look. Tapany, a quick check. Feeding Knight deep in the zone. She looks net front. No one was home, so she'll find Tapany on the half boards. Sophie Shirley to the point. Moran will have to chase after it.
And you see a lot of the time with the power plays throughout the league. Sometimes it's that cross-ice pass, and the goaltender can read it. They can get across quickly for the one-time shot, so it's denied a lot of the time, and I think that's one of the reasons why.
Sophie Shirley! Shot here, rebound loose! It's out to the left of Hensley. The puck is still in play as it's a total battle. Pelkey comes out with it, and we return to 5-on-5. DeGeorge in on play. Marvin out in front. Shirley with a huge chance. Marvin lets the shot go as Amanda Pelkey lets the wrist shot release from the top of the circles. What a sequence for Boston.
Oh my, Nicole Hensley. Are you kidding me?
What a night for the two goaltenders. Hensley and Frankel putting on a show. Taylor Heisey looking to end this. For Minnesota on the outside, Heisey! Shot save made by Frankel. Her blocker has been incredible here tonight. Punching these pucks ahead, not letting anything get by her. Under a minute and a half to go in overtime. Hillary Knight chasing after. Channel taking a look. Coyne-Schofield staying at center of battle here in front of Minnesota's bench. Sheppers seeing if she can pull this puck out. So 1:07 remaining in overtime. 5-on-5 action. Next goal wins.
Well, this is just an unbelievable play, and you can see getting lost is right there for the one-timer is going to be Sophie Shirley, but man, oh man, she is denied by Hensley. What an unbelievable play to track, push across to make that save. And then, of course, it has to go the other way, and there's a chance for Boston, but not denied by one, but two, as you can see right there. And there's save after save, whether it's Erin Frankel, whether it's Nicole Hensley, they're going back and forth, equal to the task.
Both teams have had countless grade A chances, but these goaltenders have been incredible. A fantastic night for the netminers. Final minute here of overtime. Tapany looking ahead. Bracken seeing what she can do. Will we need another 20 minutes of overtime? Stackline steals the puck away. Finds Schofield on the far end. Minnesota has numbers here on the attack. Cava cuts in front. Now a chance to the backhand. Can't quite let it go. Sheppers will chase after it. Mueller with speed. Final seconds here. Takes one. Can she get by another? And a great stick allows Jakes to pick up momentum. Sophie Jakes will send it in on net. Face off to the left of Frankel. Panic will take the draw here for Minnesota. 16 seconds on the clock. Championship on the line. Brown on the boards. She'll get pushed off as Boston will look to wind down this clock. Przova looking to make a play. She gets stood up by Knight here along the boards. Final 5 seconds to go. Panic, can she get the shot off? She'll let it go, but it's just wide. And so 80 minutes was not enough. Second overtime right around the corner.
Well, 80 minutes isn't enough. Nothing. One overtime in the books between Boston and Minnesota. We still wait to see who wins this one. Standing by with Reagan Subban is Lauren Gable.
Lauren, you've been in this position before. How do you mentally and physically prepare for a second overtime?
I think just going out there and doing what we came here to do, play every shift 150%, stay positive, and get pucks to the net.
You guys have had a lot of success in multiple overtimes this postseason. What from those games would you like to see next period?
I think just continuing to play good in the D zone, blocking shots, getting pucks out, and like I said before, getting pucks to the net and burying that.
Ryan's got a little switched up tonight. How's the chemistry?
It's been going well. I think everyone's playing well, and just always positive on the bench, and everyone's playing for each other. So that's all we can ask for.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Back on May 15th was double overtime win for Minnesota against Toronto. It was Claire Booter at 4 minutes and 26 seconds into double overtime. She got it done. Both teams are perfect in overtime. Boston found a way each and every night against Montreal. Can they do it here to keep their season alive? Shot out wide. Zumwinkle with control, trying for the shot here. Versova trying to get this shot off. A battle here deep in the zone. Shavzel finds Brown. She looks to Mueller. It gets redirected into the hands of Shavzel to the outside. Tapney trying to feed it ahead. Shavzel gets a piece of it. Now Steckline. Turnover chance here for Boston. Rattray gets taken down. Now Cava the other way. Heisey trying to pick it up at center. Tapney will pick it up. That's 2 overtime goals under her belt here in the playoffs. Did she make it 3 and become the overtime hat-trick winner here in the playoffs? Coyne Schofield taking a look for Minnesota. The Walter Cup is on the line. To the point, a shot here, just wide. And a big gasp from Xcel Energy Center on that play. Now Rattray looking to take the breath out of them again. Drops it deep in the zone. Knight in on it first for Boston. Scooped up by Minnesota now. Looking to head up ice. Cindy Morin will chase after it. Now Knight taking a look on the half-boards. Trying to pick up speed. Feeds it deep into the corner. And just look at the overtimes played in the postseason amongst these two teams. Boston, 87 minutes of overtime hockey. Minnesota, just 44. It was that double overtime night right here. Xcel Energy Center.
And the minutes continue to escalate for Steckline, 34 and a half, and Keller just over 34 minutes. Those minutes are going to continue to climb as this is no holds barred now. You're relying on your veterans.
The pillars of the blue line for each of their respective teams, Keller and Steckline. Double overtime underway here in Game 4 of the PWHL Finals. Minnesota chasing history, looking to hoist the Walter Cup tonight. Bookbinder trying to sell his puck along the boards. Versova taking the space given. She'll find Steckline on the far end. Now to center. Panic taking a look. She has Zumwinkle with her. Panic now. Versova calling for it at center. Panic holds down low. Panic shot here. Rebound Steckline. Another attempt. She'll hold. And a great stick by DiGirolamo to push it back to the corner. Steckline now. Finding Panic. They'll look to offset one another. Panic drops the shoulder. Taking a look. Brown keeping a watchful eye as that puck flows to the blue line. A shot here redirected. Franco plays it down. Zumwinkle will try again on the backhand. Grace Zumwinkle has had her chances. She'll feed it deep in the zone. DiGirolamo will glove it down.
Well, Zumwinkle pulled that puck high because she knew she wanted to change and she wanted to get herself closer to the bench. Panic and Zumwinkle have certainly had a nice combination with Versova, but again, just dishing that puck to Zumwinkle is on that onside, and she elects to go short side against that heavy shot, and this is a heavy line that can play real tough, create turnovers, and then look to drive the net, and that attack mentality.
Boston has branded themselves as the overtime heroes. Can they do it here? Tapney takes a look. Trying to drop this play deep in the zone. Shavzel skates after it. She gets tied up, needs help by Mueller. Elena Mueller taking a look, looking for the centering pass to Tapney. Keller keeps the play in. Tapney snaps it to the far side. Frapkin keeps it in. She'll feed it to the corner for Shavzel. Not much room. Bookbinder chasing after her. Haley Bracken beating it right back down. Channel will look to slow up pace. Now Sheppers. Deep in the zone, Morin scoops it up. Not much room, Sheppers strong on the back check. Now a chance for Minnesota. Can't quite get the release.
Well, they're in the offensive zone because Channel makes nice exit passes. She's made a couple in this overtime period, just using a little bit of deception. A little fake and shake, if you will, to be able to open the lineup to get that exit.
Fake and shake. Minnesota doing it all here tonight. Cunnin on the back check because here comes Rattray. Hillary Knight on the outside for Boston. Just send it on net. Hensley plays it to the corner. Rattray beating it right back down. Boston will go for a quick change. Here comes Minnesota. Stackline picking up speed. She'll get the red line and send it deep to the corner. Brock trying to lend that shot. Horngable for Boston on the outside. There's speaking of Reagan Subban in the intermission. It's all about the details here. Just keep sticking to their plan. And we've heard from head coach Courtney Kessel is a team that's looking to redefine success. What does that look like? Finding ways to win. Tonight they need a win to keep themselves in this championship fight. Brown trying to poke check this puck ahead. Here comes Anissa Krasova from Minnesota. All along, trying to dance through DiGirolamo. Frankel to the rescue.
Well, that's a solid one-on-one, right? You want to make sure that she can't get in behind you. You can't take an interference penalty.
You know what power play we've seen so far in overtime. Boston had the advantage. Channel on the outside for Minnesota. Drops it back. Zumwinkle picks up control. Pushed aside by Mueller. She'll need help. And pushed off by Tampany. A battle in the corner. Krasova seeing if she can become a passing option. Beats it to the point for Jakes. Outside shot off the backboards. Trying to pick it up. Wraparound play. Franco sees it. And extends. Playing strong. Now Rattray. Moves it ahead. Hannah Brand picking up speed. We saw her icing her hand earlier in overtime, but she'll play hard here. The season on the line. Keller, a nice outside shot. Bracken will pick it up on the near board. Slap shot here, and Hensley makes the stop.
You're talking about Hannah Brandt. She also took that shot early in the game, and that hand came out as well. And you can only imagine what these players have been playing through. And again, just Hensley finding the puck as well, throwing everything to the net. But in behind it is Jamie Lee Rattray. She's looking to see if there's anything there. Look to get a stick on it in behind Heisey. Again, just players playing through everything and anything right now, knowing what they're fighting for.
Warren feeding ahead, Rattray, top of the circles, lets the shot go! Hensley kicks that pad out. Heisey now for Minnesota. Stuck in front of Boston's bench. This needs a board battle. They get whistled down here with 13:06 to go in double overtime.
Well, and Hillary Knight's net front on this play, and she plays with Nicole Hensley, and you can imagine Nicole Hensley saying Hillary Knight net front and battling to gain position. That's exactly where she goes, just trying to get in behind, and she's going to push out, and then she's going to come back to the middle of the ice when she sees where that shot is coming to. Her body can be taken, but she knows she's got a stick that can, with good timing, find the puck, and that's just great timing and great sense by Hillary Knight, who loves the paint.
Where she does her best work, Hillary Knight. All-time points and goal leader in the IHL. Looking to be a champion here with Boston. And bring the Walter Cup home to Titletown. But they need a game 5. Minnesota can close it out here tonight. Flaherty to Cunnin. Minnesota on the attack. A centering pass. They'll have to chase after it. Cindy Morin off the glass. Peppers now for Minnesota. Kicks it out wide. Brock picks it up. Slows up pace. She'll feed it to the corner. Peppers pinned up against the boards by Morin. Gets Fratkin some room. Boston, a quick change. Jake's trying to take advantage. She'll feed it to the corner. Fratkin running out of real estate. Drops it back. Gives some room for Keller. Drops it in. Now Sophie Shirley. Father Gia skating after it on the outside for Boston. Tries for the shot. Bracken trying to feed it right back down, hitting bodies in the way. Puck pops loose, Marvin. Jumping puck, Boston looks to settle.
And it's interesting, and the backboards or the end boards are pretty lively, so it'll be interesting to see if coaches start to tell them you can shoot off net a foot on either side of it. See if you can't find a way to get that puck, especially when you got Hillary Knight down low, because you know that she's likely going to recover it.
Now a chance for Minnesota. Krasova kicks it out wide. A shot here, and it's not enough. Zumwinkle and Krasova will have to try again. Zumwinkle getting closer and closer. Shavsel now for Boston. Her shot high. What a sequence for Minnesota. Krasova trying to gain control here. Zumwinkle will try again. Pushed off the puck. Gives room for Steckline. The veteran defender with control, but it'll be offside.
We're just shaking our head up here in the booth. We can't believe it. And you can see Aaron Frankel going, woo, I got that one. We're going to lose our voices here. Look at this play. 2-on-1. That looks like it is just done. You can see all the players converging on Krasova, and she has the presence of mind to give it to Zumwinkle, who's on her onside, and Aaron Frankel finds a way to make that stop. You talk about desperation. This woman has it written all over her, but you have to have the athleticism and the quickness to be able to make the save. Unbelievable.
Aaron Frankel, what a night, and Grace Zumwinkle back to the drawing board. We are treated to some excellent hockey here in Game 4 of the PWHL Finals. Brandt tries to drop it back, a chance in front, Hillary Knight, back door, now Brandt. Boston with their quality chances. Nicole Hensley, now Heisey dancing through traffic, stood up. Minnesota fans wanting a call on the play. Heisey feeding it ahead, Coyne Schofield to the backhand, cuts in front, a shot here, Frankel makes the stop. Greco will go D to D. Jake's now picking up momentum. Trying to split the D, her shot gets blocked. One time, Greco trying again, Rattray back to her feet. We're starting to see these initial saves be made, but the rebounds are there, and it's about finding them, and Hillary Knight so close on the doorstep.
Well, and she's tight, right? She's not able to get a stick on it, and again, it's just hounding the puck. Brandt's able to get to it first, and through the back body is able to get it to Jamie Lee Rattray, who pumps it out front. Hillary Knight on her knees trying to find it, but puck goes the other way. Kendall Coyne Schofield with a stall back, cut back to the middle of the ice. Aaron Frankel square to that puck, doesn't cheat to the post. When Coyne makes that beautiful stall and cut back and gets that shot on net.
3 assists in the playoffs for Kendall Coyne Schofield. She put up 2 goals in the regular season against Boston, including a late tying goal in the final minutes. Finds Steckline along the blue line. She'll let the shot go. Bounces off Heisey's shin pad and into the hands of Hannah Brandt.
And Heisey had a little bit of a flash screen too.
Rattray comes out with it. Can't quite get the shot off. Chopin, Steckline against the boards. Knight trying to win this board battle. Now on the outside. That puck needs Cava. Here she comes. Michaela Cava will hold, trying for a wraparound play. Now Coyne Schofield takes a look. Minnesota looking to play some extended time here in Boston zone. A lot of good chances coming off the rush. Panic. A chance here. Far side. Jakes lets a wrist shot go, and a blocker save by Frankel. That save count continuing to climb for Aaron Frankel.
I would love to know how quickly Sophie Jakes get that puck on and off of her stick. I would love to get a read on that, because it is on and off in a flash, and that disguises the angle of the shot. That's a difficult save. Aaron Frankel made it look easy, but that's a tough one.
Sophie Jakes, defender that has the vision, the goal-scoring touch on the blue line. Trying to make a difference here. She has control, trying to feed it ahead for Zumwinkle. Boston now on the attack. Marvin trying to get through traffic. Has support by Brown. Emily Brown from Blaine, Minnesota. Trying to feed it deep in the zone. Sophie Shirley now for Boston. Takes a look. To the point. Long shot here. Tipped in front. Hensley will get the stop. Well, blocking the vision, Cheryl, you've talked about it. And Hensley found a way and saw it from the blue line to make the save.
Well, I mean, back-to-back in-fourth action. It's Kelly Panic, and she's going to walk the top and get drop coverage to her, and she's going to put that puck over to Jakes with that quick release shot, not high, nice and low. And then how about this redirect? That puck worked its way from low to high, and then in that high slot area, Morin recognizes exactly where everyone is. Gigi Marvin gets a stick on it and throws it to the net.
Face off to the right of Hensley. Marvin taking the draw here for Boston. Minnesota wins it back. Point Schofield. Picking up speed on the outside. Minnesota, quick change with their defenders as they roll deep into Boston's end. On Gable, a quick look. Recognizes Sophie Shirley. She'll go alone in through traffic. Shirley on the outside for Boston. Has support with her. DiGirolamo jumps up in play. Kraken trying for the shot. Under 8 to go in double overtime. Still 0-0 in Game 4 of the PWHL Finals. Who will be the hero tonight? Penalty on the way. Babstock slow to get up here for Boston, and so back to the power play. They will go here in overtime.
Oh, Babstock, who is going to go back to the bench, and you can just see her fist bump to her team. She's drawn a penalty. She's been pretty lively in the intermission interview, and she certainly generates for this team. Courtney Kessel has talked to us about how big she's been in terms of the room, and she's going to be moving towards the puck, and Greco's going to get an arm around her, and she's smiling right now as she sends Boston to the power play.
0 for 2 in this game, 0 for 1 in overtime. Boston, a power play that's yet to strike in the playoffs is now the time. Game 4, season on the line. Face off deep in Minnesota's end. Hillary Knight straight on the board battle. Allows Tapany to swoop in and gain control. She'll feed it right back down to Knight. Keller holds, finds Tapany. Taking a look. Back up high for Keller. Mueller dropping down in soft ice. Feeds it out in front. Knight finding some space. Mueller breaking her stick on the play. She'll head to the bench here. Soderberg handing Mueller a stick. Gable trying to keep this puck at center.
Well, I like that Mueller came outside of the blue line, so she was diving downhill and she was moving while she was doing it. So you not only can get a lot on your shot, you can be deceptive in it, and you force the coverage to move a little bit because you're moving.
Mueller spins back away from traffic. Looking for Tapany on the far side. Awkward bounce. Jake's trying to play it ahead. Tapany keeping it in. We're going to take advantage. Gable now deep in the zone. Tapping it out in front. Keller keeps it in. Mueller now on the power play for Boston. Drops it down. Giving room now for Gable. She'll try and gain control here. Takes a look. Pushed off. Mueller floats it out in front. Knight trying to recover. Jakes picks it up for Minnesota. Trying to send it down. Keller keeps it in. Gable finding Knight. And 45 seconds to go on Boston's power play. Megan Keller, the leader, finds Mueller. Keller loads a high shot here. Hensley with the glove.
Well, that really was one of their best looks. And you've got Megan Keller at the top end. This is where she wants to fire from. They're just moving along the perimeter, but what it does is it allows Hillary Knight to get to position. It's a double stack. As you can see, Lauren Gable also coming through the middle of the ice as well, so if they can't get that screen. Hillary Knight right in her wheelhouse.
Marvin taking a look. She has room, drops it back. Morin, shots. Oh, shot gets blocked. Still time here on Boston's power play. Sackline feathers it to center, forces Boston to retreat. Morin far side for Pelkey, steps in over the line. Amanda Pelkey picking up speed, drops it front, shot just wide. Taking Hensley down with her. Fans not pleased to see their goaltender get taken down here. Greco jumps out of the box and will return to 5-on-5.
Amanda Pelkey in, she's been so solid for this Boston team, and you can see she's working along the wall, a little bit of a stall, and the cut back to the middle of the ice, and she's also working with a triangle. She's got 3 Minnesota players working in that triangle, and she actually cuts through it and is able to get a shot on net. Of course, she's in the paint at that point and gets pushed as well and takes down Nicole Hensley.
Face off just outside Boston's end, and another huge kill for Minnesota. A perfect penalty kill continues. Mueller trying to take advantage of the turnover, lands a hit on point Schofield. Battle at center. Mueller trying to pick it up. Heisey gets the job done. Taylor Heisey, reversal roll draft pick. Can she get it done on the outside? Drags it in front and right into the hands of Tampany, who flips it to center. Cava, 3 goals, 3 assists in the playoffs, chasing after this loose puck.
And certainly has to be a contender for MVP in the playoffs.
On-class MVP playoff award will be announced after this is all said and done as Hillary Knight gains speed on the outside for Boston. Knight takes a look, sends it on net. Hensley plays it back, but Knight picks it right back up, and a chance in front for Brandt. Boston heating up here. Kraken can't get the pass. A great stick.
Well, that's Hillary Knight. Not often you see her go end-to-end as she cuts back to the middle of the ice, takes a shot, and recovers her own puck.
Cunnin to Fleming on the far side. Takes a look, trying to send it in front. Steckline will head back for the puck. Both teams going for a quick change. Under 4 to go in double overtime.
You see Babstock back out there as well, just getting a little bit of a sniff, an energy shift, if you will.
Player was released by New York's training camp, picked up by Boston, and has really been a injection of energy.
Well, Hillary Knight does a good job here. She recognized the middle of the ice is available, so she takes it, and everyone's chasing her now. You can see that she's outnumbered. She goes towards Jamie Lee Rattray because she knows she can get help. She takes the shot on net, recovers it on her own below the goal line, and then throws it out, recovers it a second time for possession. You know, Hillary Knight, a veteran of this team, and has done so much for the game, and she can taste it. You can certainly tell that she's firing right now.
Hillary Knight giving it all she has here, the captain of Boston, not letting her season come to a close here in Minnesota. Kozova chasing after the loose puck, trying to get on the inside lane of Emily Brown. Now a turnover chance for Minnesota. Can't quite get the shot off. DiGirolamo feeds it up high for Alina Mueller, picking up speed as DiGirolamo at center. Mueller trying to get the shot off, and she will. She'll spin back. Now a board battle. Chazzo right in the middle of it. Mueller seeing if she can pull it ahead off Steckline. Panic seeing what she can do. There's a loose puck. But the whistle will go high stick, so it'll be Keller, high shot, tipped in front, and due to safety as Rattray gets back up. Brandt on the loose puck. NCAA champion and to be a PWHL champion. Anna Brandt moves it ahead for Jamie Lee Rattray on the outside. Rattray walks in, tries for the shot. Can't quite get it through. Now the other way for Minnesota. Taylor Heisey on the outside. Heisey draws it in, cuts in front, loose puck, and she scores! Sophie Diggs, your Walter Cup hero! So another look here at what may be the championship goal. Jakes in front, and we hear from the in-house.
The call is under review for goaltender interference.
The call is officially under review for goaltender interference.
Well, and you can see that Taylor Heisey is driving the paint, and whether she goes in on her own, I do believe that she is falling. So look here. As she is on her way in, and Erin Frankel certainly makes contact with Heisey. So the question will be as whether or not she went in on her own. If she falls without being touched, or whether or not it is going to be Morin that winds up getting a stick on her and putting her in. But Erin Frankel has to be able to move freely to make a save within her crease, within the paint, and unable to do that with Heisey in there. So they're going to have a look-see at this. They will take their time to figure out.
What a sequence. The elation of Minnesota, the fans here erupting, and it all comes down to this.
Well, we've seen it all, Kenzie. We have seen
I can't help but flash back to 2019, the IHF Women's Worlds, USA versus Finland. We'll await the deliberation.
After review, the call on the ice has been overturned. We have no goal for goaltender interference.
And so Boston season will continue. Play under review went to Toronto. The central review system used and so determined goaltender interference was in fact.
Well, they likely reviewed and said that Heisey was on her way down.
And so no goal. Boston a chance here. Save made by Hensley. A quick start for Boston. They're hungry. They have another chance. Their season not over yet. Minnesota will have to try again. Jakes, a great drive, joining up in play. Heisey dropping the shoulder all the way to the net. And here we go. Under 2.5 remaining in double overtime. Zumwinkle chasing after it. Fratkin will pick it up. Keller chipping it ahead, giving time now. For Channel, she'll feed it for Jakes. Back up, Kava on the ice. Making sure to keep 5 on. Grant trying to feather it ahead. Well, what a sequence of events. Never a dull moment to the Professional Women's Hockey League.
Well, and that goal is called back and deemed interference, and then there's a face-off that ensues, and guess what? Boston gets an odd player rush right away. They kick it to the outside, and coming through the middle in a lair, you can see Tapani driving the net, and of course, you've got one of those gifted shooters in the Lena Mueller, but Hensley tracks it, makes the save. This is a marathon, and we're here for it.
We're here till the end, along with you. Boston, Minnesota. The inaugural PWHL Finals. Mueller with a chance here for Boston, and she scores! Alina Mueller, the season-saving goal!
And what can happen in a couple of minutes, Kenzie? Just unbelievable.
The air taken right out of Excel Energy Center right now. As we look at the sequence of events, a turnover chance, and Mueller picks that corner.
Well, it's just a play right there by Jamie Lee Ratchford, that diagonal feed. As she comes into the middle of the ice, she draws to her. It's a turnover up high. So now all of a sudden, Shavzal is able to make that diagonal. Mueller is just using Jakes as a screen. She says, listen, I'm not going to get in any tighter. I got pressure from the back and the front. I got to figure out a way to get it to net. She does. And she finds a way to score.
We need Game 5 of the PWHL Finals. What a night. Minnesota in disbelief. Boston finding a way. As Courtney Kessel says, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And Alina Mueller found the finish here tonight, late in double overtime.